What's up, New York City?
Hey guys, welcome.
Hey.
We here, blunted on reality.
Yes. Here we are. Sin Lover
Sin Lovers in the house. Poker Eve.
is in the house.
And we got a couple of guests in the house with us today.
Yes, Punch couldn't make it.
No,
he's on vacay.
He's on vacay. Little
doing his
family
thing.
time.
Yes, so it's you and me.
It's you and me.
And
We got these two gals right here. Well, first off, we're going to be discussing what we're going to talk about today.
spill the tea, ladies and gentlemen.
Spilling all the tea today.
Spilling all the tea.
Well, first we want to say hi to all of our listeners at Able Radio and to all of our listeners live on YouTube.
Hi.
Hi guys. Thank you for being supportive and listening and tuning into our show every other Thursday. We appreciate it and we love you. And please tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend. Yes.
And today we got a couple of guests here. We have standing in for Punchline. We got Preach.
Wow, thank you guys for having me. This is like an honor, man. This is weird. I've never been on this side. This shit is short. But yo, thank you guys for having me. This is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, look, your voice sounds really sexy.
Yeah, I just feel like really short though, so
I
I'll really turn this down.
Never
Really good.
realized it. Yeah, turn it down.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
It's got that radio voice.
Mad
Oh my god, y'all are funny, man. Y'all are good.
So Preach is our guy. He's here.
I'm excited, yo. That's
we
what
know
I'm-
Preach for a long time now.
Mhm.
He's our guy here.
How many months has it been?
From Cast Sound Labs.
Yeah.
Since last May, almost a year.
No, here we
our
did.
show's
Oh, yeah,
almost
yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
We've been here like about 7
7 months.
7 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I've been consistent, yo. Shout y'all out.
Thank you.
Y'all great. I love y'all.
We love you too.
Thank you.
listen.
Yeah.
We listen to your advice.
I should listen to yours though. Maybe you guys could give me advice today then.
Some sexual advice.
Yeah, absolutely. I need
Yeah.
it. I need it. Not to say that. Whatever. We'll get to that.
We also have Nori here.
back.
Nori's back. Some of you may recognize her from our last show, but she came to talk shit with us, with the females.
Yes, and we also have.
Girls' night.
And we got Stephanie.
Hey, Steph. Thanks, guys, for being here and doing this with us. We appreciate it.
I know
Absolutely.
it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a cool time.
It's gonna be dope.
And hello, Punch, wherever you are.
Shout out my man Punch. I'm gonna try to rep you right, Punch. I'm gonna try to hold it down for you, bro. So.
You know, there's only one male here.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna try to hold it down as best as possible. So let's do it.
I think you can do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
So where we starting at?
What you want to talk about?
So
What?
we were having a convo, like we were having this conference call, figuring out what our conversation was going to be
Right.
today for this week, and we came down to this spill the tea. Sounds very general, but we were talking mostly about like when you're with your friends and your girlfriends, with your guy friends, what you guys talk about, what you don't talk about.
Or things that
Things
you
you-
can't wait to talk about,
Yeah,
that you get kind of a little impatient about.
yeah.
Like when you have sex with somebody,
Okay.
with somebody for the first time.
Jump in.
So-
I guess the first question. I mean, I think it's obvious that guys, we have conversations about certain things and experiences, but I think we always wonder whether you guys discuss it, especially with the first time you've had sex with somebody. Do you immediately go to your friends and be like, "Yo, he was terrible. Or he was the best shit ever," or
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow?
Yeah, it depends.
I think so. I do think it depends on.
It depends too, because I feel like
with
if
who?
it's really, really good, you're gonna talk about it.
Is it the first thing you talking about? Is it yo hi?
If it's really, really bad, you also talk about it. But if it's like right in the middle and you may not see him again, it's like why even talk about it?
Okay.
I don't know.
Now wait a minute. So is it the first thing you mention when you see your homegirl? Like, let me tell you what happened with this lame.
We
Well,
go
that's
through details. I love
it's true.
details.
Eve
Really?
loves details.
When Sin
I
has,
want to write a book. What happened? How it happened? I want to hear everything.
where did it
girl.
happen? How
So yeah, wait. So what specific details do you ask for?
I like details. I like to know where, how, what position, Like when my friend is
Me
like,
too.
when Sin is telling me her telenovelas, I am here. Like she knows that I'm the friend that I'm like, wait a minute, bring it back. I want to know from the beginning what happened.
Okay.
I can't even text her and just be like,
No.
Yo,
Well, no, that's a brunch.
guess what happened? She'd be like, no, call me. Or my phone will start ringing. All right. Go ahead. You can start.
We need an hour. Yeah.
She needs the play-by-play.
What was the
I'm a
funniest story she
listener.
ever told you about a guy?
Can I say it?
Yeah, just don't mention names.
Okay. Well, Sin called me and was talking to me about something that she was dating this guy for a little while. And then she was dating him for like a year. And she's like, and I asked her, did you already suck his dick? And she said no. And I'm like, girl, you better get on that. I said, if you like him that much, you better get on that. Because if you're not going to do it, somebody else is going to do it.
Yeah,
She
I was
sure
literally
did.
told once, like,
Send a
if
whole
you don't
year?
suck your man's dick, somebody else will.
Yes. Men love to get
yo.
their dick sucked.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a year, man.
That's
Yeah,
important.
girl, please.
She was dating this guy for 1 whole year, and I don't know why I asked her that because I already know how Sin is.
Because
She's
remember, I was like,
felt it.
I don't know where he's been.
Yeah.
she's really like, and she just said no, and I'm like, girl,
How was he not
you
like,
have to get all up on that.
I don't
And
know.
you did.
But once I
You
did,
listened to me, didn't you?
Now, what was the reason why you felt like she needed to do that? What was it about the guy that she had to do that?
Well, she liked him a lot, and he did too. And there was like, you had electricity going on. Every time I saw them together, I was
there's
like,
a lot of fucking.
these
But
two just wanted to fuck
was a
each
vibe.
other.
What was the reason
Like,
why you didn't? Why did it take a year?
'Cause
I know you wasn't
she's
doing,
a
like,
lady.
the whole night.
Anywho, no, it was because I was married to my ex-husband for how long?
Mm-hmm.
So this was like after the divorce when I
Oh.
started putting myself out there, but I was still a little skeptic
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, I don't know exactly where he's been.
yeah.
And Eve was like, you've been fucking sleeping with this guy for like, I said, yeah, but he wraps it up. Right? That was my whole
course.
thing. She goes, if you don't suck that shit, somebody else. So she started telling me this whole speech, and I'm
Right.
just there like, I gotta go suck
Listen,
this dick.
listen, I'm a
I
good
can't
friend.
lose this.
So let me ask you a question. Like, so when you about to suck his dick, like she's in your brain telling you, like, "Yo, do it,
I
suck his
hope-
dick."
No, but I did call her after. I was like,
Wow.
bitch, guess what happened?
And I was like, good job, girl.
Yo.
Listen, I'm that friend. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do because men like, if you're dating someone for a whole year, wouldn't you feel a
But you
certain
know
way?
what? Sometimes when you've been in a long-term relationship and you've been doing it with the same guy, you
Yeah.
kind of feel
I like
a
how she
little
did that
bit.
too.
You feel a little bit like funny, like damn, I've been doing it with this guy for so long. I don't know if he's gonna like it the same way.
I thought it'd be the
So
contrary.
you get a little nervous. But then you got bitches who be like, I'm gonna go hard now.
That's what I thought. I thought like after
Yeah.
you separate or you get divorced, you like fuck that. I'm gonna go try to fuck not as many, but
not
try to have as
fucking
much
bitch.
fun as possible.
Well, a lot of girls, they have different thoughts about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
definitely
don't
the opposite. She knows because they were all like, "Oh, you can go out there and fuck as many people as you
Right,
want."
right,
And I was
right.
just there like, I can't fucking do that.
Well, I
Totally
did say
a
you had, yeah.
prerogative. I mean, it's totally a prerogative to do so, but I feel like in this new age, everybody's fucking everybody.
Which is fine, like, to
easily,
each his
so
own,
easily,
but,
yeah, to
you
each
know.
his own, but like, y'all be doing some crazy shit straight off the bat, like. All right, I don't know you, and we just started talking, so let's go take a shower together and do stuff. No,
That's exciting,
That's
though.
something that I do with somebody that I've been with for a while.
Yeah.
And
Right.
and
So none of y'all had one night stands?
Of course.
I mean,
But wait, Jen. So our listeners
That's
unable know how old you.
Steph.
Sorry, because we were gonna have a Jen earlier. I'm sorry,
She's not
Steph.
coming, Stephanie.
This
Steph.
is Stephanie. For our listeners that are not seeing us, how old are you,
I
Steph?
am 25 years old.
Perfect.
Yes, but I
Keep it
have been
going.
in a relationship from my early 20s. So I feel like in a way, I kind of missed out on a little chunk. However,
Okay.
It'll come back around.
people are reckless, and people are getting even more reckless with Tinder and Instagram. And all that. So
Yeah.
it's like, anything goes. Like
hold up.
pegging is a thing. I'm so with it.
Why are you shaking your head like?
About what?
Are you one of these people that
On
is
Tinder
like?
and shit.
No.
spirit?
Well, I think it all
It's
depends. I think it's all about it's all. I don't believe in this whole idea of, like, being conservative, and I don't think it gets anybody anywhere. I think it's okay to just kind of do your own thing as long as you're having fun and you're safe about it. Then
Yeah.
do your thing. You know what I'm saying, I'm not telling you to go have raw dog sex all the time with
Yeah.
different men all the time, but just have fun, protect yourself. I call it the Sex in the City shit. Like, you can go out, have a variation.
Ding, 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 okay.
But yeah, like you can go out and you date different guys, and you know what? Like, it's okay to test the waters, because I'm pretty sure, like,
The waters are murky out here.
yeah. So I mean, well, you talking
that
about
all the time.
in terms of men?
Yeah.
That's not fair. There's a lot of
How
great.
is that not fair?
There's a lot of great guys out there who I mean, to be quite frank, like you guys like the bad boys though. So there's a lot of.
Not necessarily true.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Thank you.
Do, but we unconscious. I think it's not something that's conscious. We go for the bad boys.
But
It's something that's like probably like programmed within us,
Right.
because since we're little, that we've always been told
Oh, if you pick
if that
somebody
little
like
kid
you.
is like picking on you, then he must love you.
Right.
So I think it's like it's programmed within us to like bad boys.
yeah, to an extent as well. But I also say too, right? And you know this. I'll say like if you meet someone and you guys click, and for you this is a good guy, and vice versa, and you have something good, why not just go with that? You understand? Like if it's
Right.
heading in that direction, why would you prevent it? You know, that's when I say the waters are fucking murky out here.
But I'm just saying,
If you
sometimes you have
find a
the
good
rules.
apple, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but sometimes you guys have your prerequisite rules where you say, "Oh, I'll give it 3 months before we even do anything," or. But like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Based off your feeling, if
90-day rule.
if you're vibing out with this guy
Yeah.
and you guys are having a great time, then just go with it. Like, if you happen to fuck on a first date, then and y'all really like hit it
Yeah.
off, then like that's cool.
Yeah, of course. So I'm not an angel. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I am.
Right.
Because I've done both, but I think when you're going into either a date or you're seeing someone, I know what I want. If I'm not
Yeah, if I'm
ready
not-
for
if
no
I'm not-
relationship,
Right.
or if I'm just trying to like have fun. I've been there where I did the Bumble thing for
Yes.
a little while, maybe like a few months.
Okay.
And I met a lot of awesome guys, but the thing with these apps is that they're not trying to have a relationship,
They're
and
trying
that's
to fuck.
fine.
Right.
They just want to have fun and enjoy each other sexually.
And you're looking for a relationship if you're on that
I
type of-
wasn't.
Okay.
No, I was just trying to have some fun.
Okay, then that's nothing wrong with that.
So I did that, and then once I was done having my fun, then I just,
That's
deleted
dope.
it. And I was done with
I
it.
find that really dope, just because like a lot of women aren't comfortable in their own skin to even do that. So.
Oh,
that's
I'm
like-
really comfortable. I love
I
being-
couldn't tell.
Doing it.
Couldn't tell.
Cindy's been seeing me naked many times.
More than I care to discuss.
What's the problem with that again?
What you mean?
Nothing wrong with
Starting
that.
some
My
fuck.
best
He's
friend
spilling
has
too much
seen
tea
my
up in this
big-
shit.
Plenty of times. My best friend has definitely seen me naked a few times.
Oh, what's the problem with that? I like my friends looking at me naked. Like,
Did she sleep next to you naked too?
No.
Because I've had a naked girl in my bed.
well, I was hot, and then Cindy invited me to her house, and I slept over, and she woke up, and I was.
Cindy, you haven't said anything. I don't understand what the problem is in any of this conversation. Like, I don't get it.
Topless is a thing.
I
but,
don't get
don't
it,
be
like-
fucking butt naked next to me. Come on.
Yo, you had to see me. I was like, yo,
What the fuck?
I was like,
But you don't appreciate the female body?
you ain't got no clothes on? And she's like,
It's
no,
hot.
it's hot. And I was like, every fucking man's dream, I'm living it right the fuck right now. I got a naked woman in my bed.
But I mean, but you have an appreciation for a nice female body, I would
I do,
imagine.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's
That
not
doesn't
weird
mean
about
I
it.
gotta see it all the fucking time.
Should be so lucky.
She's
To be-
sick of
Wait,
it.
I have a question though, as
What's
far
up?
as the guys.
Okay.
So the girls, we call each other up. Let's just be real. Mm-hmm. That,
Well,
that
we
shit was
call
too
it like
small.
our best friends.
Yeah.
I'm not
If
gonna be
it's too
telling
small,
everybody my
if it's
business.
too big,
Yeah,
Right.
gotta be careful
whatever the
with that,
case
'cause
is. What about the guys? I know you said guys they talk to each other, but do you feel like you guys discuss it like amongst each other because it doesn't happen often enough, or
That's a
why,
great question.
or is it really because like yo I got this girl, or is it really bragging rights because yo she was fucking
Man,
fly.
that's a great question. Just because like I think it all depends on the relationship that I have with the girl. If I really like this girl, I might not go so much into detail as if, let's say, it was just some chick I'm just smashing that I don't really care about. I'll go more into detail about her and say, yeah, her ass was crazy, but like her head game was terrible, and go in more detail. Whereas if it's a girl I kind of see a future with,
Yeah.
I might say, yeah, we did what we had to do. Like, but if they go into deep, I don't think we'll really go into details. Just to kind of, I don't want my boys wondering or kind of picturing her.
Is that like a guy code? Do you
What?
think guys do that to each other, where they just don't go into detail with girls that they really, really like?
I think it all depends on the guy. Like, I think a guy who's really secure with himself, he don't care, so he'll tell whatever. Like, he knows, like, I got her. So you could say whatever you want, and I know how I'm laying it down. So it doesn't really matter. But a guy who's kind of like really protective and really doesn't want to lose her because he doesn't feel adequate enough.
It's like
and
an ownership thing.
right, I don't use ownership because then I want to be labeled like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
but
but that's okay.
mine. I hit it.
but yeah, I think we'll go that far. We'll say you know, I ripped, but you know, I don't. If I really like the girl, I'm not gonna go too much into detail. You know
Do you? I have a question. If you guys, if you like have a video, like a sexual video with a girl, would you show that to your friend?
Yeah, we've done that before.
You guys do that.
Yeah, we did that before. I remember in the middle of Flatbush, like my man be like, "Yo, check, I was with
I've seen
Shorty." And-
pictures.
Yeah.
You just like you just show, and then what if your friend knows her or met her or gets to meet her, and then it's like so.
Nah, we ain't. We just make sure if we show that girl that video, we know that girl is just like she's just somebody that's we don't really care about. We're
Okay,
just
it's
trying
just
to
somebody you fuck.
Yeah. But we've done that before. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No more sex videos, Nori.
Well, why not?
No more sex videos, Nori. Nah, I'm kidding.
Absolutely, but nah, yeah, we'll do that. I mean, like I said, but it also depends. If I really like the girl, I'm not gonna show. Obviously, I'm not gonna show that video. But if it's just some smut, then it don't matter. No disrespect to any of the smuts out there.
Damn.
No disrespect to the smuts. You.
So basically, the women that you see, oh, this has potential.
Absolutely,
You have
yeah.
respect for. You're not gonna share as much.
No.
If it's just somebody, yo, I just fucking smash.
Yeah, you just had it was a drunk night after the club or whatever, and then we got home and we turned on the tape, and that was it. Then it was nothing.
But
That
I
was
think
it.
some women
Pictures
are
of
the
somebody's
same
wife,
too.
so like
You
I
have.
think some women
Yeah.
are the same too because
Yeah.
some women is not gonna tell. If she really want to be with him, she not gonna tell.
Wait a
her
minute.
homegirls because then what about her homegirl want to smash too? She
But,
tryna
but
build
women, I don't
something
think
with
women are
that
that smart. Not. I'm not gonna say like now that I've grown and I know more. But in my past, like I've seen other people's husbands like smashing, and she just wants to show.
Wait. So she videotaped her smash, her and her husband.
They were smashing, and she showed us. It wasn't just me.
She volunteered and said, "Hey, y'all."
I didn't see it.
Well, Cindy
I
didn't
was
want to
there.
see it,
I
and
was there.
I probably wouldn't want.
I said I don't need to see all that because that's your husband.
But
I
what
don't
was-
need to
Me
see all
neither.
that.
I probably wouldn't want
that's
to.
your specific man. That's your person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what about,
Y'all are more territorial like that, though.
yeah, but what about if she shows it and then in the back of her friend's mind she's like, damn.
She's like, oh, I want that. I want a
Absolutely.
piece of
Yeah,
that. 'cause
that's I
different
thought.
than
That's what
somebody
Punch
home and
always
she's like,
says.
oh, don't
Yes.
tell me about your man's dick game because
like-
like I would have to find out for myself.
Damn.
Excuse me.
You feeding for
I'm
dick that
driving
much?
you
But you
home.
gotta choke out.
Like what? It's supposed to be cool.
So I think maybe when they're a
that's the
little
last
more
time we're
younger
talking
and
I'm telling you
immature.
anything about my man.
Yeah. When you're
Yeah.
immature, maybe you do that because I've seen it and I've done it. I'm
So
not
when
gonna
you
lie.
see him, how
What have you
In
done?
my
Wait.
20s, I've shown my exes.
So you?
My exes.
So let me
Can I
ask you
say
a question.
dick or should I say?
Why can't you say dick? I don't
I
understand.
mean, because I usually say cock, but she said she hates that
Cock is like mad, like like cock. You gotta
word. I like that word
Chill.
cock. I like
Oh my
cock. She doesn't like it, so I have to say
headphones.
So
dick.
after you saw your friend's husband smashing or whatever on video, when you saw him,
Yeah.
what's the
It's
first
nothing.
thing that came to your head?
I was just looking at it. It was like porn to me.
But when you saw him, you was like, what's like?
Honestly, like I didn't think anything.
think of
I
it?
didn't really think. I didn't go deep into thinking because I was not even attracted to him. And then we kind of exchanged. She showed me, and I showed her. Cindy was not trying to see any of that.
I probably would have been with you on that one.
I was like, I'm good.
But
I'm really good.
remember, this was in my early 20s, so obviously I've learned I would never
Now
do
why?
that again.
Why didn't you want to see it?
Our friends.
Because
video?
they're friends.
Because like I know I'm like
You see
first
them
of
all
all
the time.
I met her through like him.
Oh, so you know him? Like, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
I was like, I don't need to see all
But
that.
yo, it's sex though. Like, sex is natural. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I know
you
me.
know, like,
I'm
I'm-
not showing video of me and my fucking man. Sorry.
Have you ever taped yourself?
Yeah.
And only you and your man have seen it.
Yeah.
And then what? You
And
deleted it?
you deleted it? Where's
Shit was a long time ago. I was young.
it was on VHS? Is that
It
one?
was like VHS shit. There's no fucking. There's no like. Instagram shit. This shit is like VHS
Yo.
like way back. Like little
Yeah.
fucking shit that you.
So it could be
Big ass
out there.
camcorder.
So it could be out there right now.
It could.
Yo, we got.
Well, yeah.
I don't think so, but that's just him saying that. No, you never know. So I'm like,
He's
all right,
just
it
trying to
could.
scare us. He's trying to scare Sin.
No, I'm not even scared. It's like
Damn.
That's
She not
You realize-
scared. That means
Why
she
are you
putting it
shaking your
down.
head?
I'm ashamed.
It's not like I put that shit on Twitter. It's gonna bite me in the ass 10 years later.
But that's it's a new business though for that though. Like a lot of people upload. I believe they upload on like certain porn sites and they pay them for that.
Yeah.
Like amateur stuff. So
No,
I
I
mean,
know.
And
seen
who
it.
knows
Ever
if the
find
people
my pictures out there and be like, hey, you gonna pay me for that?
yeah.
I had an
Like-
ex-boyfriend that we did a video, and then when we broke up, Sin, did I tell you this story?
You may have.
And then we had a video where I was giving him head, and I don't know, we were just drunk, and I looked really good in it, honestly. I just have to say that.
That's what you were worried about.
No, but then after we broke up, he actually approached me, and he's like, "Oh, I wanted to upload it," and I was like, "Don't fucking dare! Like, please don't do that." But he approached me and asked me that.
But to be fair, when you guys broke up, it was up to you to say, "Yo, being that this is over, I need proof that you're deleting this."
Well,
stuff.
I did ask him to delete it, and I
Oh, he
trusted
just-
him
oh, yeah, he
that
just
he
didn't do
did
it?
because he
Oh,
said
okay.
he did, but obviously he didn't. And
Okay.
then a few months later, I told you this, didn't I?
He tried to bribe
came
you or
out?
something?
No. But he asked me like, "Oh, I wanted to put it up, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Absolutely not. Like, what are you thinking?"
No, you definitely didn't tell me
I'm
that
the
part.
one. It's my face in the video. It's your cock, but nobody knows your
Oh, that's a
cock.
perfect video.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It was a perfect.
Because you don't see me, but you see my performance.
Yeah,
Oh,
and after that, I've never done that again. Like, if I am gonna do a video, my face cannot be in it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think the whole thing with girls taking pictures too, like naked pictures. Like, why would you have
Yeah.
your face?
Yeah.
Like, cover that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're sending it to your boo or whoever that you're sending it to, they know what your fucking face looks like. You know, you just never know.
Like
Why
those
would you
celebrities
send
got
it?
hacked.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
When all those celebrities got hacked, and you saw, I forget who you saw, but you saw a lot of A-list females, I guess.
Yeah,
And
like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Especially
words.
you. Especially you.
Right,
I was
exactly.
gonna say that.
Well, you're young and you're dumb, and sometimes you make those mistakes, and then
But if you're in a
Takes
celebrity
that
in the
to
spotlight,
I don't think that's the case.
You
You don't think?
I don't think being young and dumb has like, because there's still people who do that now, and they might be in their 40s, and sometimes it's the chase for the excitement. Like there's always like the idea that I could get caught, but there's something to seeing like reaction or like. Nah, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's just that chase for getting caught and being naughty, and then I could possibly get caught, but you don't really think about it.
Getting caught and being naughty, doing something.
Yeah, but
That taboo. Something,
well, no face.
but that
Till you get caught.
Calm down. Calm down.
that's the
You get
adrenaline.
caught, and that's it. It ain't
That's the
fun no
adrenaline,
more.
though.
Yeah,
The
you-
excitement.
little picture on
Yeah.
Snapchat, so it'll be gone right afterwards.
That's
Right.
true. I've
Right.
done that. I've done sexy pics on Snap, but nothing where anything is showing. And if I do send sexy pictures, which I have,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do my face anymore. I kind of do like my lip and down here, but there's nothing showing. So now
That's smart.
I'll send you some of those.
I trust what you're saying. Just look at me like
I'll send you some of those later.
Yeah, but
I'm
just,
gonna be like, what you doing?
Inbox me.
but to say like somebody like was young means like you outgrow that, and you don't necessarily have to outgrow that because
Right.
you can always still have that little sexiness in you to still do that at 45 or 50 or whenever. So
Yeah.
you got to kind of keep that.
Yeah.
You do,
know?
but you have to be smart about it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Stay sexy.
A lot of these guys are suckers out here, so real. Really.
Stay sexy. So what happens when this was one of the questions that I also posted up, like a poll, right? When you finally get involved with somebody new, do you compare that sex that you got going on now with what
course.
you had before?
Guys, I need to know about
The
my
poll was 100%. People were like, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, everybody does that.
I don't know at the time, or do you? Because I don't think about it at the time. At the time, I'm just like, I'm getting busy. Yeah, it's great.
Do you think
This is
about
dope.
it after?
Maybe not in that moment. Let's say
Yeah, you do.
After
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
first
Like,
time
there's
or a couple
definitely
of times,
we
that
definitely
moment
have like
afterwards.
we have a ranking system. Like
Damn.
when we have free
ranking
time.
system.
Yeah, absolutely. Or not even. We have categories like
Yeah, rank.
this girl. Yeah, we have categories like this girl was really great at head, but this girl's pussy was amazing. But this girl was willing to do whatever. So if I need good head, I could just call her. I don't just a quick head or whatever. If I want great sex, I know to call this girl. If I want to try some new shit, I'll call the other girl. If I just want to chill and maybe something does happen, then I'll call up the other girl.
So do you have a girl that's good across the board? Is that possible?
That's tough. That's hard to find.
Wow.
Bro. That's
Wait,
tough.
so guys have categories?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. You don't remember? Absolutely. Hell yeah. We keep them like, yo, this girl right here, like, pussy was alright, whatever. But the head, though, unbelievable. Yeah, hell yeah.
And those are the girls that gag, that can bring
Well, I
it all
mean,
the way
this
down
is-
here.
Every guy has a
I'm
personal
just trying
preference.
to learn here.
Like
The girl-
swing a sword, like what the fuck?
I ain't trying to choke.
Yeah,
It's that girl
in your chest.
that doesn't treat head like it's a duty or a job. It's that girl that like embraces it and gets off on it, and so that's what you appreciate. Like,
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Right.
I want to see you having fun.
yeah, right. Like if you're doing it like it's a duty, I'm not gonna be feeling it.
So why
like,
they call it a blow job?
exactly? Well, exactly. Like it's not a.
What you said is a damn job.
It's a job. But
First of all,
sometimes you can have fun at
yes.
your job.
I can't breathe. Like I'm not.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. With some guys, it does feel like a fucking chore. Then you have the
Yeah.
ones
Why?
that
Now,
you
why?
don't even have to ask.
But why?
I'll do it to you.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like a chore to you for certain guys? Because you don't like them, or has it to do with physicality?
I think it's like, let me do it if I'm in the mood to do it. Like, I feel sometimes like you're kind of like forced a little bit. And it's not, you know, I'm not talking about like rape or something.
No. It's-
But you know what I'm saying? Like, right away, it's like, you know, they're trying to fucking move your head.
Yeah,
like,
that head.
Listen, my
movement.
friend,
That shit, don't
let me
fuck
tell,
with
if
that
I
shit.
want to do that, I'm going to do it. You ain't got to push my
Yeah,
head.
don't touch
Let me
me.
Right.
push your head.
Go like
Let's
Right. You know what
Let me
I'm
ask you a
saying?
question. You think, but you guys got to realize, like, there's a majority of men who would rather have head than sex.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
Like,
true. That's true. I've heard that.
absolutely. Like,
You could tell, too.
yeah, like,
Already too.
it's safer. I know nobody gonna get. Why y'all say this? It's safer.
Nobody's gonna get pregnant.
Nobody's getting pregnant, and it's kind of like a. I don't want to say vulnerable thing, but it's something to see, like shorty going down and go in.
And you like her to cry while she's doing it.
Like,
Not
whoa.
I'm trying to learn here. Not literally cry like
Oh, but kind of like, yeah, no,
like tear up and like gag.
yeah. If she's enjoying it, yes. If she sounds like it's like, oh, like this is misery, then no, bitch, get up. Like I don't. This is
Yeah.
corny. But if you actually, like, I've had a girl who was genuinely like into it, and I was like, you're a champion. Thank you so much. Like, you are so unbelievably great. Like, and you don't understand that you guys can literally get anything you want if you guys give great head.
I heard that from my sister.
You could get whatever,
right.
even if I ain't got it in my account, like I'll find a way.
Ready to overdraw his
Word, overdraft fees ain't shit if you
Wow.
killing it. bro.
Sin, I was right
$35
about
a
that.
day.
You see that head? That I
The
told
head game, yeah. If the head game is
That's why
crazy,
he's still lingering.
That was 9 years ago, bitches.
Ready though?
but that's real.
That's okay. He's still
Yeah.
lingering.
Yeah.
Because you girls enjoy it, or y'all don't enjoy it, or do you feel like it's a job?
I
don't know.
enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Okay.
I just don't like that whole shit. Like I was saying, like
Oh,
don't
the
fucking
grabbing?
Force me. Let me just do my thing.
Yeah, I've had girls say like, "Yo, get your hands." Like, I know what I'm doing. I got it from here. Like, chill out. And I respect. I'm like, okay, great. You do your thing. How about you? You prefer it, or you like you enjoy it?
I'm not big into like giving head, but I will do it to make you happy.
No, that's not.
I will. I'm sorry. I am not good at the.
That's like me asking
this
for,
part
like-
here. It just hurts. I
learned
guess
to
I have a
enjoy it.
little mouth, or maybe my jaw starts hurting after like 5 minutes. So I'll
5
give you like.
minutes.
I'm
My
sorry.
God.
Why is Nori doing this?
It hurts. Like
My
it hurts.
shit, my shit is nice and smooth.
5 minutes.
Listen,
What?
I'll do. I'm good at
Yo,
everything else.
Nori.
I'm not bad at giving head. I think I'm pretty good. It's just that it hurts. I'm and usually these big mushroom dicks, you know, that doesn't help.
Christ.
You know what I'm talking
Wow.
about?
Damn, mushrooms.
Much.
Like the big head, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Hey, I'm just.
Okay.
Hey, you asked me to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, absolutely. Ask everybody to be
I'm
honest.
being honest.
I
Absolutely,
feel
yeah.
like if it's a pretty dick, you have an easier time.
Yes.
What's a pretty dick? Excuse
Listen,
me.
this
Like,
is pretty
there's
dicks.
pretty
There's
dicks.
some pretty
There
dicks.
is.
Yeah.
Is it
Some
getting
dicks that
looking
you see that
right?
you're like, wow, that's nice.
I haven't.
You know, it comes down
You
to
be
that
like,
too,
I
how it
wanna
looks.
Put that in my mouth.
Whether you
like,
want to do it or
I
not.
wanna do
Yeah.
So soft.
Look at you know what? Bitch, just sitting back.
Yeah. So explain to us what a pretty dick
Yeah.
looks like.
you know, it's like
When the head's
when
swollen.
it's nice and smooth, you know, the veins aren't too crazy, so it doesn't look like a monster.
It don't have
ready
like
to punch you in the
84
face.
colors on it.
Yeah, it's like you know, either 1 to 2 solid colors. It's nice ombre effects. You know.
Ombre.
Ombre
Yeah.
effect? I
Yeah.
gotta put my dick in a tux? Like the
Well, you know, like the balls are darker, and then
know,
it starts.
balls
The
are
shaft is
darker,
darker, and then it starts getting lighter up into the head.
Yo, y'all really have a
Nice.
preference,
Yes.
yo. This is
Nice.
crazy.
That's a pretty dick. That's
Yes.
a dick that should be in magazines.
Absolutely.
If it's soft, if you like the guy, like I'm all for it. I will do it for 20, 30 minutes if I really, really like you. If I'm really, really into you, but
Right.
I prefer,
She
you know,
said 20 to
actual
30
sex.
minutes.
I'm not getting off when I'm sucking no dick. So
That's true.
But yeah, let me ask this though. Do you need him to go down on you though?
I-
Or are you one of those girls like, yo, no, you better go down?
honestly, it's fine. I'm not into that like that much.
I'm not into it either, but sometimes you should.
Sometimes
Like
it's
I'm
necessary.
not. I'm not.
It's
into,
like returning the favor.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
into him giving me head all the time, but yo, like
I just like dick
Give it
in
to me
where it
sometimes.
belongs.
Right.
You know? That part right
Yeah.
there.
I'm fine without it too, man.
yeah, I'm not a.
Wow,
You know
look
me.
at
Really?
that.
That's crazy. I always heard different.
I'm
Sometimes
just the
I'll
type of
deny
girl
it.
that I just want to get fucked. I don't care about
Yeah.
that. Just fuck me. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Let's
mood
just get
right
to
now.
it.
Listen,
Okay.
if you want to do it, if you want to
Okay.
do it, and you want to lick my ass and all of that, I'm good for all of that. But
By all means, help
fuck
yourself.
that. You know what I'm saying? The buffet, but
Yo.
I'd rather just get fucked.
Yeah.
Fuck
Call
me,
it the
that's
buffet.
Wow, but
All of it.
Wow. Okay.
But you see, I'm sure a lot of women do feel like they should also get that because a lot of men love getting head. Like, there's no denying there. You know,
Preach is like,
Preach
yeah.
already told us men love getting
I don't know
head.
if there's ever been a guy that was like, no, chill. I don't want that right now. Like, come on. I don't think that
Unless the
exists.
girl's probably really bad, too
Yeah.
much tea.
No, well, I've had that where it was her first time doing it, and it was just her. I said, "Yo, like, are you all right?" She was like, "Well, are you good?" And I'm like, "No, that's not. Get up. This is not working."
That's
This
it.
is
But that just kills her ego.
Nah,
Kills
that's,
her game. Why didn't you just tell her?
No.
Yo, you're doing too much of this. You need to try on this.
Nah.
Why? If it's her first time,
You supposed to.
you're supposed to
That's cute.
direct her.
Nobody want to be a teacher.
No, but her
teacher-
attitude about it was like she went off a rip. Like, I mean, I guess I'll do it if like. So
yeah.
like, her whole attitude was like, all right, nigga, I'll fill out my time sheet, nigga. Like, all right,
Okay,
like,
I don't fucking do that. Like,
Right.
if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna fucking be a lady and do it. But the thing is, like, you know, when you're getting all nasty, men like all that nasty, and it's hard for me to get all like.
But you know
I'm
what?
classy, so it's so hard for me to get like all, you know.
Right.
No, fuck
Something
that.
has to
I'm
But
doing
men love that.
But you know what? Sometimes
the sloppy.
the sloppiness.
for women, for women who don't,
like, yeah.
for women who feel like it's an obligation, make it fun for you. They sell different lubricants
Yeah.
Right.
and all of that. Like Pure Romance got all of that.
Yeah.
So
True
stuff
that.
to make your mouth more watery.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, you saying you such a late, you don't want to get all
Well,
of that. But
I'll
this-
do it, but it's like it's
They
a
got
But are you like?
comfortable.
But are you
Yeah.
into it? Like, are you like doing the balls too? Are you like
Yeah,
rubbing
Of
the stuff?
course, you get down there to the
If you
Peruvian.
can-
Yeah, don't go like if you we fully
do.
committed, my nigga. Like, don't.
There's
gotta
things
commit.
to also feel like make you feel fully committed. Like, oh, I like the taste of this. I'm gonna put some of this on him, and that shit.
Oh,
Make
okay.
you
I have a
Yeah.
question. So, what do you guys feel about the 69?
I'm all for it.
I'm for it. I
feel
love
like
that.
That's the
I do
best.
it.
I've
the
been
best
there.
way to
First
get it.
off, yeah, that combines two of my favorite things. So like, I like going down on women,
Okay.
and then I like obviously getting head. So I love
Been
that
there.
actually.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, that's you can't.
I
So-
definitely enjoy that shit.
You're receiving at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't
Like
like it?
you can't lose.
I don't know. I feel like I'm 16 if I'm doing that. Like, why are we doing it both at the same time? Like, I gotta concentrate doing one thing for each. I'm sorry. It's too much. I'm like, why are we cutting it?
when you're holy shit, yo.
I just feel like young people do that. I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna do that, I'll do that, and if you're gonna do this, then you do this.
So let me ask, what else do
I
you?
just don't.
What else do you think is a young people thing then?
I'm not into the 69 much because I feel like my nose is it's like hitting your asshole almost.
You are getting a little.
Let's
bit
not
of
even
a-
go
I
back to
mean,
that.
if
Yeah.
we're doing
Yeah.
69, you
It's
know the
going
guy is
to
gonna be on the
ask-
bottom, right?
Go ahead.
The men is on the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
When
I'm
you're
about to
doing
say.
69, the man is always on the bottom. So
Yeah.
when you're doing the 69, your balls are in my nose. I'm not
Let them
into
hit.
So I'd rather just
Yo, I'm fucking dead.
I'd rather do the regular thing.
Her shirt is getting more pink as she talks. It's getting brighter and brighter the more she talks, yo. It's crazy. No, I guess, like, I don't. Yeah, I think you would expect that if you're into the 69. Like,
If you're into it, great, but I'm not into that.
I mean, I'm into it, but it's not something I do all the fucking time.
Not all,
Like,
it's on occasion.
yeah, it's not supposed to be all the time. Yeah, it's on occasion, right? Birthdays and shit.
birthday.
How about anal?
Oh no, I gotta go, G.
You wouldn't get pegged?
Hell fucking no. No.
Punch that. question.
No, never, ever would I ever think about ever getting pegged. I don't see the
That's on my
allure with
bucket
it,
list, for
and
sure.
nah, I'm
Peg
good.
somebody?
I want to peg somebody so bad. I don't know if it's like,
But a man?
yeah, I don't know if it's like a domination thing or like, you know what I
Sounds
mean?
Like a domination
I think
thing.
that's really what it is.
Damn.
Just because
I
like
wanna be
I'm a
there when you
female
do
and
it.
I'm a smaller female too, so it's not like.
So you
know
want a
what I
guy
mean?
bent
So-
over?
So going throughout my day, I'm constantly hearing, it's so cute, mira, come
Yeah.
here,
Oh.
all of this bullshit, right? Walking through the streets. So I feel like personally, it's a little justice
Oh.
to peg a guy.
Do you think you'll
Yeah.
find
It's a
someone
little
that would
female
allow you to
body.
do that? You think you'll
I
find?
think so, yeah. At this day and
Yeah.
age,
There's
yeah.
Whoa,
There's
wait a
a lot
minute.
of
Hold
things,
up,
yeah.
time out. Wait
Well,
a
there's
minute. You telling me you hoping to find a guy who's into that?
Well, I don't know if I want him to be into it, but I want him to consent to it.
How
Now-
about there are bisexual men out there though?
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, are you fine with that, having a
would-
bisexual man?
Having a bisexual man,
Is it for
honestly.
fucking purposes or for
Just-
relationship purposes?
just for simply the great beyond, trying to figure out what's new, like new things.
That's true.
Simply just out of curiosity, I would like to peg a man. Yeah.
You know, I know Stephanie
out of
since she
being
was like
curiosity.
4, and I'm just learning a lot today.
Well,
Yo,
you know,
I love you, Steph.
you get
Curiosity.
you
I know a lot
get
of girls that
the
wanna
strap
peg
on,
guys.
right?
Yeah,
you get this
strap-on.
a very small one for a man.
I'm here like,
Yeah,
Maybe you
Right.
well, maybe she can start with a female. You can get the I would love to do that. To
What?
get like a strap on
To
and
do it
just
with a
fuck
female?
a female.
I don't know.
That sounds
I don't even
dope.
know if
Because
I could just do the
in
rest
the
of it,
ass?
though.
I then
just fuck a
no,
female?
just no. Let's not get too crazy.
Oh.
I'll
he's all into it.
in the JJ.
I'll do it like a regular fuck because I want to feel like a man for a day. I want to feel like how does it feel to have a dick? Not that's a real dick.
Like when you used to hump on my fucking butt every time I was somewhere.
because it's a fat butt.
She's
but-
too much. She's like, oh, I can
But
see
nah.
why guys were like this.
I feel
Behind that
I
ass
wanna
and
do
that apple
specifically
bottom.
to a
I'm
guy.
like, yo,
Damn.
you want to stop that?
I feel a lot of women probably feel that way, like I do and like you do, because
Yeah.
we don't get that. We are usually the ones. We are, the
Yeah. The takers.
the takers.
Right.
I want to be a
Submissive.
giver.
You
I
wanna be-
I want to give.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if it's with another woman, I get it. If it's with another guy, I don't think you can look him
I
in
would
the eye in the
wanna do it
morning.
with- yeah, I do.
She's.
Oh, okay.
Another guy.
Shut
But
up.
you're in a relationship, right?
I
With-
was. I
You
was
were.
in a relationship. Yes.
Did
Just
you ever ask your
recently ended.
boyfriend?
Well, we had just recently broke it off, and I did end up asking him
Is that why I broke it off?
after
What
we
did
broke
he
it off because I was
say?
like, we're not together anyway. So what the fuck? You're not gonna.
What was
judge
his
me.
answer? What was his answer?
Oh, he was like, I don't know. I would have to think about that. I don't know.
The fact he's thinking about
Yeah, if
it.
you think you get a solid no in the first one, yeah, I don't
You
know,
know
man.
what? When I was younger, I did ask a boyfriend that I wanted to put a finger up his ass.
Mm-hmm.
But I only did it because I'm a clown and I wanted to know what he had to
I
say.
don't know if he
Right.
was serious or not.
And he agreed. And then, and then I said, I was just kidding.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that was funny.
I said it like jokingly. I was like, can I peg you? Is that like a thing? And he's like I think he was trying to determine whether or not I was serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, in my head, I was like, if you say yes, I'm serious. If you say no, I'm joking.
Now, I don't know. Obviously, I've never done this. What would be the climax to that, though? Like, how does that end?
Yeah.
How does that pegging end? Like, a guy's like, oh my, like, I don't know if he's coming off of that, or are you coming off of that, or
Well, I'm
how does
sure
that?
You
You'll
no,
come.
because you come, yeah.
Who?
If you have a strap on, you can.
We didn't
still
say
come.
just you personally.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, you breathe, my nigga. You're gonna
Well,
come.
the male will
At least
come.
from what I've heard, like if you have a strap on, you can still come. I don't
Damn,
know.
I
According
gotta
to
watch
my
one
like
of these
lesbian and
videos.
bi friends.
Well, listen, the strap-ons they sell for women have this little vibrating thing. A lot of them, you can add
Okay.
it to that part of the clitoris.
They have
And
adapters.
while you
Yeah.
are doing that, and if I'm guessing if the men is getting pegged is because he has gotten pegged before or he's had that before.
Right.
So I'm sure he will definitely have an orgasm.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I just
I
wonder how
think
that
everybody's a winner.
What if it's his first time?
Well, I don't want to experiment.
Stephanie-
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I'm good.
Stephanie will come before he does.
That's what she's looking for.
Yeah,
So
pretty
yeah.
much.
Wow.
Jeez, man.
Would you peg
Yeah.
someone?
I think
Sin?
it's just purely that.
Would I
domination.
peg somebody? Probably not.
Me neither.
No.
I'm not into that.
Yeah.
What about the sex toys? Like, how are you with that? You like to introduce that shit or?
Love them.
I love sex toys. My
Me
ex was
too.
very upset with me because
Why?
after I told you this story. So we had sex and I
Oh
didn't
my
come.
God,
Mm.
true that.
So I usually I'm very open and I'm very honest about how I am.
Okay. You're very you communicate.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So I just pulled out my vibrator and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I said, "Well, I just want to have an orgasm."
Right.
And he stormed off. He was really upset.
Now, do you understand why? I'm not saying you're wrong, but
He didn't talk to me for a few days after that.
but would you understand?
Why?
Like I said, you're not wrong in what you did, but do you understand why he was so upset?
No, why?
Why would he? Be
Because it's like you subbed me out for a machine, my
Well,
nigga.
I didn't come. And
Yeah, he didn't fulfill his obligation. He wasn't
came-
playing well, and
that's
he got
the
benched.
thing.
He could have. He
I-
was given the tools to do so.
Honestly, like I like to play with toys during,
Mm-hmm.
and that was something that I brought up in the relationship, and he was not into it. And
That's
just,
his fault.
I was a little confused about it because it's just a toy. Men should never feel like a toy is going to replace them because it's
No,
not.
I bought a toy for my significant other
So
before.
there you
Yeah,
go.
I said
That's
so.
like some fucking issues.
What?
Me or
No,
him?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
He's an
that
insecure
serious.
dude.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that.
He's insecure.
He had to be insecure.
I mean, I had done it with other guys in the past, my exes, and they were okay with it.
Yeah, that's because it's
It's just a toy. It's gonna make it even better.
if you start depending on the machine, like then it's like, yo, okay, all right.
Definitely. It kind of burns your clit out. You
Uh,
should never depend on that machine.
Damn, I'm gonna have to stop using mine.
It's still a machine.
I done burned down about 3 of them motherfuckers.
Yo,
You're almost purple, my nigga.
Listen,
You're almost
man
purple. son.
works 12 hours a day, every day from
Can't
Monday to
wait?
Friday. So in the middle of the day, I'm home with a baby. The baby takes a nap. Maybe I want to have some fun.
Yeah.
A release.
You know.
With
And
my
he's not
nephew
out
in the
cheating,
house?
right?
Yeah.
with my nephews in the house.
He's sleeping.
I'm just
bro.
kidding.
It takes so much. The time is a lot shorter with, in my
A
opinion,
nice porn
coming like
with my
through
little
your
vibrator.
clitoris.
Hey, wait, for you it takes
Clitorial, is that how it's called?
right.
Clitoral simulation.
Well, vaginal sex.
Yeah. No, that's vaginal sex.
Oh, you're talking about
I'm
oh,
talking about the clitoris
Oh,
without
okay.
having anything going inside your vagina.
Right.
That is quick for me. In less than 10 seconds, things can happen.
True.
I agree.
Just like, fireworks. Everywhere.
chill out.
And then he
Wanna
just
take
like,
a nap after
yeah,
that.
and then he just
Speaking of vaginas, no, this could go both ways. Hold on.
no.
Reacher's already like, what are you gonna
I'm
ask now?
I'm
Wait,
ready
wait,
for
wait.
whatever.
So I need to know about.
What's up?
I'm sorry, Sin, I
Go
cut
ahead,
you
go
off.
ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead.
But if we're talking about us masturbating, how about men? Do they do it as much as we think you guys do it?
How much do you think we do it?
Every
lot.
day.
Yeah.
Not
for
every
sure,
day, but anytime I have free time. Like,
Okay.
I don't have, but I don't have much free time. Like I'm always, you know what I'm saying. So I might.
Damn, you gotta fit that into the
I gotta fit that
balance.
into the schedule. Like sometimes I'll remember, like, oh, shit, I could jerk off right now. All right, let me do this real quick. Knock that out. I got a 3:00 meeting. I can knock it through it real quick. Yeah, I don't think not every day, but we may have runs where it's like, yo, we're on a certain pace, man.
Do you have to be home to do it?
Yeah. How long does it take?
And
It
what?
depends. So do I have to be home? I've done it in other places, but
Like in a restaurant?
no, that's crazy. Like you need help.
being
Yeah,
alone.
like, that's
bathroom.
wild.
Like,
Nah, if I'm sleeping over somebody's house, like back when I was younger, yeah, maybe like nobody's home or whatever. But how long does it take?
Yeah.
as long as I want it to be, just because like I have a schedule, so I'm just like I have 15 minutes. I know which scenes to look up or what I'm in the mood for. Yeah, I know what I'm in the mood for.
So you need to see porn in order to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
Oh,
he got
wow.
shit
Yeah.
bookmarked.
I could do it, man. I could do it.
Too, girl.
Nah, I could do it.
Bookmark.
I
Yeah.
saved the favorite.
Look, she
the
got her
best
favorite
porn.
one.
I don't have a book. I just know the search words. Like I know,
Like
like
Keywords.
yeah,
Yeah, I have
wanna see it.
keywords.
yeah. You know the words. Like yeah, like
I don't know the website that it'll say watch again. I'm like sure.
Watch it.
yeah.
Oh, watch this again.
So there's no way you can come like without watching a porn.
Oh, well, yeah, I can. Yeah, absolutely.
Like closing your eyes and just thinking about.
Yeah,
that?
I think about the best sex I've ever had, or in the feeling of the pussy when yeah, I can do that. But
I feel like that's dangerous though when you start to fantasize.
why?
Because if you're fantasizing about a specific person, then that person gets blown up in your head because now you're masturbating to them.
No, I don't
It's
think
like,
it's.
I really want to have sex with that person.
No, I only have I only fantasize with people I've had sex with, not that I want to have
That
sex
you
with.
want to have sex.
Yeah, I need the real thing for it to have happened for
Real
me to.
life action.
Yeah.
Them to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, like I remember that. Yeah.
So
that was
what if
crazy.
you're the third person in your imagination? You're just watching somebody.
if you're the third person in your, is that what you do?
That's what I do. I'm not even.
You're the one
kidding,
sitting
but
on the chair
I'm
watching
just
what's going
sitting
on.
Watching,
And that's what you imagine. Like you
Yes.
imagine yourself being in the chair and watching
just
somebody.
watching these two people, and it's like people that I
Can't
know.
do that.
She could put my
Yo.
nephew to bed so she could go masturbate, but she can't watch that. She can't imagine that. I'm just playing.
That's crazy.
I can't like do the whole third person thing.
I think we all have like different fantasies.
Yeah.
I guess mine is really weird in there. So
So have you ever been in the position where something has gotten stuck in your vagina, like a condom or?
I'm out this question. I would imagine.
No,
I'm not saying- I'm not-
you could have been the one with the condom
Oh,
on and left it in the.
Listen,
Nah,
let
I'm
me
not-
tell
I'm
you a
not-
story.
That's never happened.
I'm listening.
Let me tell you. I had you ever heard of that birth control, the NuvaRing?
yes,
All right, boom, it goes in there, right? It stays up there for 3 weeks. You take it out. It's supposed to catch
Yes.
your period.
and then it
Then you
comes-
put it back in.
Yeah.
Well, I was having sex one time, and we was done, and he pulled out, and it was on him. The ring was on him,
On his cock.
on his cock.
Yo, the way
I
she
just
says
tell-
cock is hilarious, but
And I'm
it was on his cock.
I'm mad. I just said cock too.
It was at the shaft,
It
at the
was
middle.
on- it was on it, girl.
Oh wow.
Please, I looked down at him. I was like, "Oh, that shit belonged to me."
Was it
Excuse
long?
me.
Was it a
I
long?
mean,
How did you
listen,
feel after that though? Were you nervous? Were you like?
Honestly, I wasn't nervous. I didn't care. That just showed that he put in the work.
Yeah.
Cause that shit,
Blown it out.
Yo,
Yeah.
that new ring goes high up. So
That's not
just
supposed
think
to happen.
So think about
That's
how big
in
it was.
your cervix, all the way up in your cervix.
And
so
the new
that-
ring was around him when he was done, and he ain't even notice, and it was still a salute, and it was around him. And I was like, "Give me that."
And then he proposed.
Because that's
Wow.
mine. Let me put that
Wow.
back up there.
has that something like that happened to you,
I
Sim?
had a condom.
Stuck in there?
Yeah, I feel like the condom is common, no?
Yep.
Yeah, it
having
is
a
kind of
condom.
common.
Wow.
How is it? Wait a minute.
How did
No, wait a minute. Chill out. Wait. How is that common when you know?
I'll tell you how, because that nigga was a cock monster.
Wow.
And decided to put on the wrong size. That's what I know.
Okay, but
and
didn't-
what I observed.
That's weird because usually guys have a magnum even when they're not even big, and you're like, "What the fuck?
It looks like a
Why?"
Every man think he need a magnum now.
So that's very odd that he had a little condom and he had a monster cock.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think that's right. No. And,
You
know,
gave it
some
to
of
him?
you guys-
Wait, you gave it to him? That was
No,
his
no,
condom.
It was his.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
that looks a little stretched out.
I was like, you sure? Like, nah. But you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right,
some
right.
of you know, with your fucking egos and shit.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. And then next thing you know, I'm like, fuck.
Did you have to dig very deep in there to
Girl,
get it out?
I was trying. I had to wait like till I peed.
You could have called me and I could have come.
Yo, she's a ride or die, man.
Hello.
You know I am.
Yo.
I
that's
actually
good.
did call you and text you.
You
I don't know
told
if you
me.
remember.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Wow.
I was like, who could this have happened to? I bet Eve knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
thank you.
Yeah,
So that's happened to you before as well?
It has.
More than once?
I actually went to the ER once because I was in so much pain
Damn.
after sex. Somebody had a huge thing
Wow.
going.
Why y'all can't say dick? I don't understand. What's like,
It was huge.
It was a huge
Big old
cock.
dick.
A cock monster.
Yo,
That's
man.
what I call it.
So yeah, I mean, this is not something that this happens often. Women usually like condoms get stuck in there, things
Okay.
get stuck in there.
And birth controls come out, so it's
yeah.
IUDs too? No, or IUDs all.
yeah, IUD
And-
come out.
I don't know how that,
problem.
like, that's.
You've
yeah.
never had that where you're having sex with a girl.
I have rehearsal. I don't know when last I used condom, fam. But nah,
But
like
to get to that question,
nah. Yeah, I don't. Nah, it's never. Yeah, that's crazy.
never ever, like your whole life, like
That's awesome.
Nah, that's
Wow.
crazy. No, I don't.
wow.
So he has a big head probably because it just gets there. It's right there.
It's fucking big.
It stays.
I was like, we done.
I'm talking about preach.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
So it's like it stays.
Oh, you're talking about like, yo, did you? How did?
I was like, I'm done.
No, it
We're
just
good.
stays there because sometimes, like, if a condom doesn't fit right, it's gonna slip off. It's gonna come off. If it's too small or if it's too big, it's
It
gonna
was too
come
small,
off.
bro. I called it. That's why I was like, really, my nigga?
Really, my nigga?
Well, he was giving it to you deep, girl.
Yes.
He put in.
But
some
you
work.
guys like that? Like you like it a certain like it has to be big for you guys for.
No.
No.
I don't. That's the thing. Like, I'm not one to eat like right. When
'Cause
I meet
obviously-
someone, I'm not gonna be there like, well, how big is it? I know we've had this combo where you said you
I
asked.
do.
I just feel
I've
it
never
has,
asked.
It has a lot to do with
What do you mean when
like,
you ask?
Asked
And-
beforehand.
I ask.
How do you ask? You just say, how big is your dick while
Yeah.
you're eating dinner? Like
No, like.
I have the calamari. How big is your dick? Yo?
No, in a funny way. Like,
hold it?
I'm sorry. I am face value. I am straight up. I'm honest. So I do ask, but in
Are
a
you
cute
packing
way.
heat?
Right.
And then I try to like feel it, and you know.
So a homegirl of mine
trying
told me
to
that.
feel it
I
is
feel, yeah, I
better.
try
Yeah.
to feel it.
A homegirl of mine told me
have
that.
you.
She was, a friend of mine said her friend does that. Like every date, she just feels it. She just grabs it and see how it is.
Yeah, why? You're a grown woman. Like, what
Right.
are you scared of? I'm not gonna be in in a room with you, naked, ready to fuck.
Right.
And then I find out that it's not.
But that's
What
what
I
I said. Like, does
want.
it have to be big? Like,
No.
I just.
But I heard there's like a way a man walks that you can tell too.
I don't think it has to be big. I think he just got to know how to work his shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
True.
Yeah, you
Because
could-
Girth is a
he
thing,
could be.
too.
He ain't even got to be that big, and the way he
But
work
that
it have
working.
you fucking mesmerized.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
know what I'm
ocean of the
saying?
ocean.
And it's also like, what is big for you? Because big
Right.
for me, it's probably not the same as sin.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you don't want
exactly.
big where you where fucking is a job and this you in
Word
pain all
up.
night.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
Like,
oh,
you don't
fuck,
want
I
that.
gotta
Who
fuck this
wanna-
guy again with his giant
Some-
fucking dick.
But I love
It's
him,
gonna hurt
so
the
I'ma
whole
fuck him
time.
tonight and
but
it's
I
gonna
love
come
him,
out my
so
mouth.
yeah,
like,
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
no, you don't want that shit.
Yeah, you feel that shit in your fucking throat.
Yeah,
You're like,
fucking-
bruh.
oh,
You
my
like, yo, you
stomach.
hitting my.
I love that.
my-
I'm sorry.
You
Like,
hitting my rib.
that was the girl with the gray head. Like she was a
Like,
champion.
She
She
did.
was
don't nobody want too
amazing.
much.
Oh, I love that shit. I got bugging.
What about period? What about when you have your
Period
period?
sex.
You okay with having sex?
I'm running
No.
red lights all day.
No.
Preach,
Absolutely not.
no.
Absolutely not. I'm not. I'm sorry. Like, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just have a way about it.
I've heard both sides with men.
Have
Because
you ever?
I ask.
Have you ever?
I have,
I have to.
but I'm not
But
gonna
I'm not a
make
fan of it.
someone. I'm
No.
not a fan
at
of it.
all.
By the way, aren't you guys like
I listen.
y'all don't feel
Never
like
did
I'm
it
obviously I'm not a
first
woman,
date.
but y'all don't feel like having sex or
That's the horniest time for a
Yeah.
woman.
We're
so
She
horny
come up-
during
but aren't you in
Yeah.
pain as well? Like don't you have
It's-
cramps
I
and
don't know. I mean, if you took the right mind, you ain't got.
Yeah, as long as you, you're
As long as
chilling,
you
you're
do the right
fine.
Well,
mind.
it depends. Not everybody gets cramps, and not every month. For years, I never got cramps. So, sometimes that happens usually when you're.
so you had no symptoms or anything like that, or
beginning
nothing?
stages, Like the first day,
No,
you
it
probably
just-
cramp a little bit.
Yeah, and then like
breast
by
is
the
a
time
little
it's the third
tender,
day.
and then
But to me, it depends on the men. Like, if you do ask for it, and I feel comfortable and clean doing it, we can do it in the shower.
Okay.
But if you're not into that, I'm not gonna make you. I'll
What if he's
just.
just like, let's put a towel, babe.
nah,
Let's
if
go.
he's not into
I've heard that before. Like, we'll just put a towel. I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, you don't want to make nobody do it if he's not into it.
Right.
because then
Exactly.
I knew a guy
he
who
might be
would
disgusted after
be
that
okay with having sex while the girl had her period and actually go down there too.
Shit. Oh, no.
Ah, okay. That's a little.
That's
too
a
much.
brujo.
That's
I'm
wild.
just saying. I was like,
How
bruh.
do you feel about that?
Nah, no,
No.
no.
Guys,
Fuck out of
definition
here.
of a freak.
Hell, man.
That's a freak.
I could promise.
That's
don't
happened.
like it
That's
rare?
happened to me though.
What?
This happened to me by accident. Like
You were down there.
shit. Yeah, I was down there with a girl.
Like he's thinking about
Yeah.
it now. Like
He's wiping off his face.
I was down there with a girl, and I'm doing my thing down there, and then it's weird. Like she came, and then she grabbed her bed sheet mad fast. Like she just grabbed it real
She
quick.
got it probably right away.
Right. Yeah, she got it. So then I remember I go into the car with my homie. We leave the house, and I'm looking at my finger, and I'm like, "Yo, why is?" And he's looking like, "Yo!" And I was like, "Oh, shit." Yeah. So
So you got to do it? Like you got to fuck her?
no, I didn't. I just went down on her. That was it.
Oh, so you ain't get the.
Nah. Well, yeah, I did that. I didn't, but I didn't see
You ain't
her.
put your
Taste the
mouth
extra
on it.
metal?
Yeah, I didn't.
I just gotta say something.
What's up?
You know your son's watching this.
Who?
Your son Jace
Oh my god.
is all over the chat.
Wow.
Oh, Jays, get off the internet, Jays.
Anywho,
Yo.
You just turned
Jace.
pink again, by the way.
Oh, man. Time for
like,
bed,
"Boo."
baby.
Wow.
That's definitely.
How old is Jace? How old is he?
12.
Oh no, he needs to get off. Son.
Time for bed, boo.
It's 9:15.
by the time he's heard a lot of stuff because he's been on since like 9:08.
Hi, Jays. Get off the chat.
Bruh.
Yeah, man.
So that's a no-no for you, Preach.
No, absolutely else. I can't do that.
Well, I guess that just depends on the man and
But
on the
the-
woman.
But I also think that it also is also about the woman, and if she's, I think there's a woman out there somewhere that can bring that out of me. Like
Oh.
she's so, I like her that much, and we vibe off that well that I'm like, fuck it, I like her that much, then I want to do it.
That's
I haven't met
awesome
that
because
yet.
I've actually felt like that before with certain partners.
Mm-hmm.
They get something out of you that someone else hasn't.
Right.
And I've learned that with years that
Right.
not everybody gets the same Eve. You know?
Right.
People, some guys get a different Eve, like a
Yeah.
more freaky Eve. Like you
Right.
can get that freakiness
Right.
out of me.
That's true.
Absolutely.
And some guys just get the more laid back Eve. Some guys get the more shy Eve. And I don't
Right.
know what. Sometimes that's just the energy.
Right.
That's like
whatever they're putting out is whatever you're gonna put.
Yeah.
Back.
absolutely.
If they're getting
Yeah.
crazy, you might get crazy too.
There are certain-
sometimes something snaps. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, here we go.
So have you
The
ever
freak
had?
has come out.
Have you guys ever had sex with a guy where you thought he had a condom on the whole time but he didn't?
No.
No.
That's-
In
I'll
the-
fucking kill
in
somebody.
That happened to you?
in the beginning, yeah. Like when I
Yeah?
first started having sex, yeah, with like my very first boyfriend. We were using condoms in the beginning because I hadn't been on birth control. So, me not knowing, obviously being naive, I didn't know what it felt like with or without a condom. So, like, we were doing it one day and I thought he had a condom on. Like, for the first, I'll say like 5 minutes maybe. We were in it. And then I was like, wait a second.
Did he
This
pull
feels
it out?
a lot different. You
A
know?
lot
Hell
better.
of a lot better, yeah. Much better.
There's something different about this time. Look down, nothing there. I was like,
shit.
OMG, what are you doing? You're
Did you
crazy."
stop him?
Yes, of course. Well, I was young, yeah, so of course.
Good
I
for
stopped
you.
him.
I wouldn't have.
You know, but I mean, if, nowadays, if I
What?
was in a relationship, I probably wouldn't have said.
Yeah.
What about you?
What?
Have you ever pretended you put something on but you?
No, I've had it where I've had it on and it popped like and not stopped. Well,
Like a balloon.
it ripped.
You just see the
Like a balloon.
rips.
No, it ripped and then
And you
she
ignore
saw it. She was like, "Oh shit!" And then she just kept going. So
She was like, fuck
Yeah, she was
it.
like,
It
fuck it,
feels
like-
so good.
yeah, it's. Well, I was like, what was the
buy
first
the
time you guys
baby.
tried it without a condom? How was that feeling?
It
Pretty
was so
damn good.
juicy.
Yo, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It is
Yeah.
amazing.
There's a very obvious difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if you first sleeping with someone, you're not gonna want
Of course.
to go
No.
fucking free willy. So
No.
if some guy tries it, that's like
Right? Yeah,
Red
yeah,
flag.
yeah.
that's fucked up.
Huge
Yeah, that's a
red
huge
flag.
red flag. Because
Huge.
if you're willing to do it with me, you don't
How
know
many
where
other
I've been.
people-
No,
How
but
many
what if
people
I'm
you
really
doing that with?
vibing with you? Like, what if I'm like really like?
Alright, so
That's
a
not the thought that's
conversation
gonna go in my
that
head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a conversation that you both have to have
a
because I
conversation you
have
have to
done that.
have.
I'm not gonna lie. Not the first time, of course, but maybe the third, fourth time where you do have that conversation,
Yeah.
like, and you're pretty much trusting this person. They're trusting you too, and you know I'm gonna go and get my test right away, make sure. And thankfully everything's good. But we've all been there. Maybe you haven't, but I've been there where you're just vibing so
Yeah.
much that you're like, you know what, fuck it.
Especially if he told you like, yo, I haven't had sex in a while or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. And
I'm
it's-
not judging.
And we
you
do
know,
have
yeah.
those conversations. Like,
I'm saying for me.
Yeah.
like I've been tested or you've been tested, and
Right.
we have those conversations, and it's up to you to kind of figure out if that person is being truthful and you know the vibe. That
Well, you
you're
kind of
having.
take a risk once you like.
But no, you're right. It is a
Yeah,
risk,
it
though.
is.
It is a risk.
Yeah,
We're not
absolutely.
denying that.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes, like feelings and like the heat of the moment is
Yeah.
like you can't. Sometimes you can't deny that.
Yeah.
You know, and things just happen.
you know what it is too. I feel also that over time, because I think I'm older than everybody in here. But anyway, so
Oh,
but when
please.
you're I'm just saying when you're younger, like
You think you're invincible.
you kind of like fuck it,
Yeah, right.
whatever.
That's
But when
true.
you get, and I hate to say it, when you get up here to where I'm at,
Right.
this is the shit you start to think about.
Absolutely.
It starts passing your mind like, do I want to? Which is why like I can't, you don't just go and sleep with like everybody that comes along,
Right, of
because
course,
now
right.
it's in your head like.
Right.
You're kind of picking and choosing who you want to go there with.
Right.
When you're
Yeah.
younger, you're like, fuck it. I'm going to have a fucking great time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there and do what I got to do.
Right.
But no, as you get older, it kind of changes. At least it did for me.
Yeah,
just,
you
like-
you get in your head more when you're older.
You definitely get in your head.
And
more.
especially with people that there's a lot of bullshitters out here. Like let's just
course.
be honest. There's a lot of people that say things that it's not.
Of course.
So it is okay to be a little, crazy.
Why you think
about,
Eve
like-
was like, you better suck this nigga's dick?
I'm like, girl, a whole
How long has
year.
it been? How long you been fucking him?
Girl, I'm sorry, a year. You are
was
way
patient.
past
Wait. What? He waited a year?
a whole year.
That's a good dude.
Come on, son. A whole year?
Lock him down.
That's a good dude.
Wow. And he never asked?
Yeah, he didn't have to stay sticking around.
No.
Like I
Nah,
said,
but come
still
on.
lingering.
Wow.
That means he was doing something right.
That ain't right.
That ass was, Sorry, it's apple bottoms. Apple
ain't right.
bottoms over here.
Oh, Eve.
Wow.
What am I gonna do with you?
Please. So no one answered my question when I asked about
Okay.
anal sex.
What about it?
Do you like it? Are you into it?
I've only had anal sex with my ex-husband, and it was all right. It wasn't so bad, but it's not my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
Were you aroused by it, or you were just like going through the motions?
I think the only reason I got aroused is because you're doing acrobats.
Right.
So like,
Really? Acrobats? I'm trying to understand what position that was on.
but like he's they're touching you, they're doing all these types of shit, and you're in the heat of the moment. Yeah, but like, if it was just like that, probably not. Maybe for him, like.
Right.
I think it takes a lot of work. And I tried it one time and I'm scared of it. It's not something that turns me
I'm
on.
not a fan.
Yeah,
When you're
me
like
either.
when you're having sex and then the guy puts like their finger in your booty hole.
I'm cool with that.
Sometimes
That's
it
what I
feels
do.
good, but sometimes I'm like, get your finger off my booty hole. Like I don't
No,
like
I'm
the
cool
feeling.
with the whole finger in the booty hole thing, but I'm not a fan of anal. I can't. I mean, I was doing it like when I was younger. A lot.
Oh.
Wait, hold up. Was that the first thing you ever did because you were trying
That
to
was
save your
the first
virginity?
thing.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
met one of those today.
Yo, you hear
was
about
the
this shit
anal
all
girl.
the time.
I was the anal girl.
Oh,
Wow.
Not
I
giving
still
up
want to
my
be a
virginity.
virgin.
But
So how
the
long
guy
you did that
I was
for?
the guy that I was giving my ass to was the same guy I ended up losing my virginity to. So,
He put in that work. He deserved it.
wow.
You know
but
what?
I was that girl. I was that girl. I was like,
And I've
nah.
heard about that a lot,
I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're gonna do this.
especially for women
And
that are
then
like
after
religious.
a while, nah, it wasn't nothing religious about me. I just was trying to save my virginity.
Yo, you
Yeah.
hilarious.
But after a while, my body got actually used to it, and it was almost
Yeah.
like a pop, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But doesn't it
Your butthole
hurt?
gets wider.
After you get used to it, after a while, the first couple of times it'll hardly hurt, but then being that I was consistent with it, because now he knew he has a hole to put it in.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, another one in the mouth.
I wasn't doing that either. At that time.
Oh,
So it was like he had this hole to put it in.
wow.
So you went longer than me.
Word.
That's crazy.
So
I would've sneaked it in.
I was
And like
that
by the
girl.
third time, I was like, okay, this is actually something that's doable. Because the first 2 times, I was like,
No.
this is fucking
The
impossible.
first 2
There's
times
no
I wanted
way.
to fucking faint.
I was like, there's no way.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
I headbutted him. I jumped up so hard.
I was
Wow.
I
You're
was
supposed to
like,
stay
damn.
relaxed.
I was out here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I heard that too.
Yeah, you have to be.
I mean,
real
so what are
zen.
pointers that
You gotta
you
be very
guys?
relaxed.
Real
What are some
zen.
pointers that you guys would give women that want to
Relax,
do it?
Relax and lots.
What
It's
are
been a long time, so I don't know.
what's the best
This
position?
is how I feel. Relax and you take control. Don't let him take control.
Yeah, don't.
and what was the best position?
You mean like back yourself up into?
Yeah, you gotta back yourself in there.
So are you in
I mean, I'm gonna
force?
be real.
at that
I retired that
He's
shit a
taking
long
notes right
time
now.
ago.
No, but I'm
I'm like,
I'm
like,
being
wait.
like I'm asking like a serious question.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the best position? Are you in all fours backing it up?
Yeah, that's
That's the
one.
best position to go to do first.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Well, when I done it, it was on my back, and then I just kind of. But I don't know. Not everybody can get
What?
Your legs
Nah.
behind
all
your
the way back there.
behind your head.
Essentially, like your knees, like
Jesus
that,
Christ!
like the yoga position where your
Yeah.
knees
damn
are
girl,
like,
go ahead, girl, big up,
Yo,
big up.
we got a guy in the middle. We got a guy in the
that's
middle,
where your
girls'
butt
night.
cheeks are
Word,
spreading the
this
most.
is-
And when they do your waxing, when they wax your butthole, you know you have to.
There's a
put your-
Yeah, when you
butterfly
gotta pick your
position.
leg when they
Yeah.
when they
Nah,
wax.
I would
That's where
rather
your
have did
butthole
it
and your
on
butt
all
cheeks are
fours.
open the most is when you're.
But does
Nah.
it feel good?
I don't.
Nah, bro. It's got to be like
It
what
feels
she
like
said.
something.
You
Feel
got to
like
be
the
on all
one
fours.
on
You back it up
Yeah,
yourself
on all
into
fours,
it.
you back
Yep.
it up.
You got to back
and
it
then
up.
don't let him tell. You know, his dudes to be like, I'm gonna go
That
slow.
shit, like
I'm gonna
from
go
the front,
slow.
like that
I'm
shit.
like,
I
yeah.
promise.
Slow for like the first 2 seconds and
Till
you
he
know,
feel that little bit.
Yes,
and
and then he's
in
like, I'm
there.
in.
Make sure you
do
got the
use-
right lubricant.
Okay,
Yes, lots of
lube.
lube.
KY?
Lots of lube.
Do you squeeze it up in your ass? Because I saw
No.
porn and the girl was squeezing lube
She's
inside her
fucking
ass.
crazy.
No.
I don't know. I was just like trying to figure out how to do
wild.
these things.
Hell no.
So-
Don't squeeze
Just
that shit.
reapply.
Imagine-
Just-
yeah,
I don't know.
just
Honestly, you
reapply.
could live
Yeah.
without it. It's
Can
not
Can
that
you?
big of a fucking
Okay,
deal.
I have a serious
Yeah.
question,
More
and
for the
I
guy, I
have a
think.
serious
That's like in
question.
the pornos
Yeah.
when they spit. In
Can
the-
you
the
poop
pussy.
yourself while you're doing this?
I've heard of that. but-
I've heard of it. I mean, it's never happened to me.
Me either.
Can the dick come out like with a little shit on it?
Never.
I've heard
No,
of
I've never
that.
seen that either.
I've heard of
Never seen
I'm
it.
sure it's
I've
possible. I
heard-
mean,
but it makes sense.
I'm gonna be real with you. She gotta have some loose bowels if that's happening. Something gotta be wrong. She need to go to the doctors because on some real shit, that shit is a exit.
Is there a
On
prep
some
for
real
this?
shit, that's an exit, not an entrance. So once the nigga,
yo, what
so
happened
once
to
he's once he's going in.
Oh, sorry.
As like
didn't
soon
work?
as he's entering, the body usually shuts down from the back because it's an
Okay.
it's an exit, not an entrance.
Right, do not enter.
So being that he's entering on a do not enter sign,
No,
the body
crazy.
kind of shuts down. So if she's shitting on his dick, she need to go to the doctors.
I like how when you said that, you gotta lift it up.
Her body is saying enter, and it shouldn't
Yo.
be.
Okay. Well, I've learned a lot.
Yeah, so have I, man. Thank you guys.
I mean,
wow.
I'm not a big fan of it. That was something I used
Yeah,
to do.
it's
Right,
not
like now, who I am, I don't. I'm not with it.
what
You
if
have to
you're
be in a
having
different
sex
state
and
of
right in the
mind.
middle,
I feel like
he's got to go take a shit?
Who him?
Wow.
What's happened to you?
He had to take a shit, or you had to take a shit?
No, it's never
that
happened to me.
question
It's just
came
a
out of
general
nowhere.
It's a
question.
question, yeah.
Because it's on my list. General question. I got
I
it
have
from
to go to
Punch.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
What if in the middle of what if you're in the middle of getting it in, and then he's
like,
got
I
to go
have to
take
go
a shit?
He
You continue? Would you pick up where you left off, or you just be like, "Yo,
Like, yo, did you
Nah,
get
you
some
just-
baby wipes?
You done killed the whole dude, my
Not
nigga.
just
Like,
flowers,
word.
Killed
wait.
it.
Let's hear what Stephanie has to say. Go.
go"?
Go.
I don't know. I feel like I let a lot slide, so I'd be like, you know what? If it's cleaned up, clean yourself up. And if I'm still in the mood, then sure. But if I'm out of the mood, then you got to do something to get me back in the mood because you was the one who decided to take the break.
Yeah.
So
That's
if
terrible.
you're coming back, get to it.
Nori's dying to talk.
What about you, Nori? How do you feel about the situation?
Yo, my shit gonna be a desert.
It's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna
Because
be
he
out
has
of it.
to tell me that he has to take a shit. So
Yeah, that's
because
his.
he's not just
bad,
gonna run out the room for no reason. Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, what happened? He has to say, yo, I gotta, you know.
Even if he
put
doesn't
this
say,
up.
take his shit. Like even by saying, "Yo, I gotta
I
go."
want to know why he running, so he got to tell me.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
What
right.
if it's
Tell
you?
me. Don't
What if
just
you're the one who's got to
disappear.
use the bathroom?
I'm sorry, it's never happened to me. I'm not gonna say.
You gotta be able to eat that.
That's
not-
never happened
Pause.
to me with number 2, but it has with number 1. Maybe
Yeah.
it's hitting the
Pee?
bladder.
Yeah,
so
I
hard.
felt like I gotta
damn,
pee, and I'll be
it
like, I
has-
gotta go pee.
Yeah.
But you know that sometimes
They
when you
say-
feel like you're about to pee,
You
you're
said that.
actually going
Squirting?
to
Squirt.
squirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Next time I'm letting it out.
Yep.
Honestly, ladies, though, it's true.
I'm like, I want to try it just
Yeah,
to see
I'ma
if that
just-
happens.
I've had that, remember?
Imagine
And I
this
was
piss
like,
and
yo,
you piss-
I gotta be like, I gotta
Right.
pee.
Now I
Right.
gotta clean it up.
And she's like,
Listen,
no.
once I let that go, that fear that I'm about to pee, then I started squirting, and it happened.
What?
It's that you getting
It's a
that
real life
feeling you're
thing.
about to pee yourself,
What is
but
that
it's not.
What is that?
Does it feel,
Feel
like,
like,
pee?
though?
Yeah. Does it feel like
It
pee
does
coming
feel.
out?
It
Like,
does feel like pee, you know,
relief
because
or
a lot of
what?
guys get scared of it.
But
I
does
had a
it
guy
feel
that ran
good?
out.
Like-
He left. He left.
He
Nah.
closed the door behind
I know.
him.
He was, I gotta go.
No, but I mean, in my mind, I feel like he was so young and immature that he didn't know what was actually
That
happening.
sucks.
I encourage that shit, man.
And
But does he not watch porn? Like, come on.
Yeah, like
well,
come
he
on.
probably thought
Naive.
that that wasn't really
A
that
thing.
that doesn't.
Or maybe
happen.
he thought maybe he was like, damn, I never knew I could make her do something like that. That shit scared him.
Well, I read about it, and I actually read that it's factual that you feel like you're about to pee, and then you squirt.
So, but what does it feel like?
It does feel like
Is
you're
it like
about
a
to pee,
relief?
but it's like
What
an
is it?
orgasm and about to pee at the same time. It's like it's clashing.
And I'm gonna be real, when you pee, that shit feel good. You be like, oh.
I ain't gonna lie. I was
So
super
imagine
gassed when that shit
peeing
happened.
and the
Yeah.
orgasm
Super
at the same
gassed.
time, that
Yeah,
shit-
you make somebody squirt.
Yeah, like she, was, but she didn't. We had like a conversation. Like she told me, like, oh, I felt like I think I was like, oh, I think you're gonna squirt. She was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be pee. I didn't want that to happen. So then we did it a few more times, and then she finally
Succumb to it.
right. And I
Yeah.
was gassed as fuck.
because
But
it is gonna feel like that constantly.
Mm.
If it's gonna,
Yeah, I was
it's gonna
like-
be there
Yeah.
like about to happen. It's gonna feel like that.
Homeboy rolled over, lit up the
Annoying. I
blunt.
tried
Yeah, I
to
was
make
like-
it happen, and it just never happened. Because it's
know-
kind of annoying if you just keep feeling it.
Yeah.
You keep feeling it, feeling it. You're like,
yeah, sooner or later.
But
gotta
you
let
have
go.
to let it go. You have to just jump.
yeah, I feel like your body kind of fights it because you're like, I don't want to pee on
And
this
be
guy's
in
dick.
bed,
I want to
yeah.
pee in my bed. Like,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that happened.
What if
He
you
left.
really pee though? What if you're
That's what I was just.
I don't
No,
think. I don't.
because that's
real
not.
life pee
It's
comes
kind
out. Oh, how
like when
embarrassing.
you're having intercourse, so you think like how it's gonna your body. It feels like it wants to pee, and I don't know a lot about it. I just know from personal experience, it does feel like that. But I don't think your body's gonna traicionarte de esa manera.
What?
Wait, how do you say that in English?
Your body ain't gonna
betray
do
you.
you dirty.
You ain't gonna do you dirty like
Yeah,
that.
it's not gonna betray you.
It's not gonna betray you. So once I let it go, you know, just
Let it go.
it feels so good. Cindy, you should try it.
Try what?
Yo, your face is like, ugh. Try what?
I'm just playing.
Yeah, so that happened.
She's like, so that
I was like, what happened? And then when I spoke to him again, I said, that wasn't pee, you know, like I didn't pee on you. But then
He
again,
bolted out the room, huh?
I shouldn't have explained myself. That
No,
was like,
you shouldn't have.
No.
You should have just knew he was immature. Next. Once that
Absolutely.
happened. Next
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Next question. You know that question, by the way, came from Punchline, who's not
of
here.
course. I have a question about titty fucking.
Go ahead.
Is it something that you guys enjoy as women? Yes.
I'm not a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Well, first for the women.
That's not how it registered.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, do you like to titty fuck women? That's
Yo,
how
so
I
you
got
said-
it. I looked at you like, well,
Well, don't worry. He's going to answer next.
Yeah.
But is it something you've done, and is it something that you guys enjoy doing?
I'm gonna say I haven't really. I mean, I did a lot of shit when I was married though. We experimented with a lot of stuff. That was one of the things. I don't see what the big deal is.
I've
about
done it. I'm not. It's not something that'd be like, ooh, come to the fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't really turn me on. I, think it just turns him
I
on.
just feel.
Yeah.
I mean, if he asks us to do it, we're gonna do it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't even got a lot to be.
Me either. I gotta be doing this and shit like to create.
Yeah.
Whatever, Eve.
I'm pretty hidden right
She's
now,
like,
but-
oh,
It takes a lot to push these girls together.
yeah. I mean, it did the job, but
Oh no, it does
it
the
turns
job,
him
but
on.
now you get tired. You like,
But is it something you guys?
Leaving my chest all sore
I've
and shit.
done it. I mean,
That's
I
corny.
like it personally.
Yeah.
if he
Oh, yeah?
wants to do
I
it,
think
that's fine. We
because
can
I'm
do
bigger
it.
chested though.
I mean, you can come.
Ah,
I
you
think
never had it
for-
done?
I have. I like it.
I think.
Oh, okay.
I think if
She looked at you like, duh.
Like, bitch.
Listen, I like it. We can do it if he wants to. But if he's gonna do it, he has. I don't know. Let's get something out of it because I feel like I'm not gonna get nothing out of it. So if you come on my neck, I might get excited. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying?
Pearly
Like, I've been,
necklace.
like,
Yes.
Pearl
me
necklace.
up.
Well, what if you
Pearl
like
necklace.
it, but his dick is small? Like, how do you?
It makes it.
Are
a
you
little
gonna look at
harder.
him like?
It makes it a little harder.
What you gonna do?
That's gonna be.
Next,
I'm
you
not
have to
gonna
squeeze
front.
a
It
little.
makes it. Yeah, it does.
That's horrible.
Yo, your face is like really like, wow,
That's
that's.
something to think about, right?
Because she's saying right, like
I've
she
had
enjoys it
I've
because her
had-
boobs are
Yeah,
bigger.
a different
So,
variety of
do you enjoy it better when the guy's dick is bigger, or
I don't
when
think.
it's
What if
bigger.
it's-
When it's bigger, it's definitely easier. For
okay?
sure.
What if it's small? It's,
It's
more
less
like a little
work.
struggle.
It's
like
more
for
of a little
small.
struggle. You have to like
Yeah.
So it's like both ways.
together a little bit.
Because like if you're small, like I'm gonna be doing that, struggling, and so what is?
I
he
mean,
doing?
you're really doing all the work
Yeah.
when you're doing the
Yeah,
titty
yeah, yeah.
fucking.
That's true.
He's just there with the thing out, and you're doing the whole thing
And when it's bigger too, you can like give a little head as well.
at the same time. Oh yeah. What do
Yeah,
you
when
think
it's
about
smaller,
this,
you can't
Preach?
do that.
I want to know what you think.
I personally don't like it.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never been like the. Oh, I got a titty fuck you now. I've never been. I like the real thing. So.
I feel like a lot of guys aren't into titty fucking because most guys are ass men.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
It's
Like.
a new time, that's why. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
everything is ass these days.
Unless it's like. As I'm about to arrive, but other than that, like it's
Right.
Yeah, I
like
don't
if
need
you're
it.
coming,
Yeah,
and you want to do it on the chest.
right.
Okay.
That, but other than that, I'm not gonna do it to start off with. Like, I like the real thing, so I don't like that shit.
This has turned into a sexual conversation, and I am not mad at it.
I know you mad.
I am not.
But this is
mad
the
at
shit
it.
we do talk about as women when we get together. That was the whole.
This is what y'all talk.
Yeah.
Really, this is what y'all talk about?
Oh, this you're sitting in on
This is
fucking
crazy.
girls' night right
I
now.
almost forgot you were sitting there.
But you're giving us.
every now and
But
then
we
he chimes
wanted
in,
to
I'm like, oh.
discuss.
No, I feel you. Like
and have a guy come in
The
and.
inside.
we talk about it as if like we talk about past experience. We don't ever talk about like what we want to do or what we tried or
Really?
Yeah, we don't really. We talk about past chicks and past experiences, but we don't really talk about like.
You know what? I've even had on 2 occasions, if I'm not mistaken, I've even had passion parties where the women get together and I have someone host a bunch of toys.
I've heard of those. Yeah, those are cool.
And
Those are dope.
yeah, like it's a party for women. You have food
And girls go crazy.
and girls go
Yeah.
crazy.
And they can buy the toys
They
too.
do,
right?
though.
It's
She'll-
like Mary Kay
she'll-
but
she'll-
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll present the toys.
Mm-hmm.
She'll let them go around so everybody can feel them, get the whiff
Oh
of
yeah, we
it.
did that in my house before.
I've
remember?
had 2 of them,
Fun.
and women get crazy.
We did.
I mean, we
one.
don't
at
get
Stephanie,
crazy
I
like
want
we
my
start
invite.
doing. Look at you.
That's what I'm like. What, you took,
That's
keep
what-
going,
that's
nigga. Like,
because I said women get crazy. He like, I'm like, we don't
Yeah,
start
yeah,
doing
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
stuff to each other, but we're not around men. We're not with our kids. We
Right.
can
Yeah.
loosen up. So
Yeah.
Right.
we start talking crazy. We start, we're more, open. We're giggling, laughing. We're having drinks. We're eating.
I think that's
Yeah.
great though, because I just kind of feel like y'all have always been put in this box that y'all should be like this ladylike and really conservative and really be on some like no, it'd be a little bit respectful. And it's cool to know that y'all can have those type of conversations and nobody could be judged.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing like, and obviously I can't speak as a woman, but that's the thing you guys worry about is being judged or
Yes.
things that you've done and
So we we get together, we let our hair down.
Yeah, and I love asking for like if I don't know about something or if there's something that I want to try that I haven't done, I always want to ask my friends too. Like, have you done this? How does it
Yeah.
feel?
Right.
Like, do guys do that too? Do you guys ask for advice when there's something that you, like I'm not?
Nah, like we'll say certain things like it'll involuntary come out. Like I remember one time I was just chilling with my boys and my boy was like, "Yo, you want to keep your dick hard for hours? Get the Henny and weed and you good." Like he was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, word, son."
That's not from.
Hey, yo, yeah, we were just like, "What? You fucking talking about?" And then, but we keep noting like, "Yo, I'm gonna try it." Like, all right, like we'll try that out. But I don't think we don't ask for advice. Because to be honest with you, we're very boastful and very egotistical. So we always think like we're the best.
That you know everything.
Yeah, I think if we ask our boys for advice, that's vulnerability. I think we never want to look like that in front of our boys.
And you probably feel like your boy think like,
Yeah, this nigga corny. Why you asking me for?
he
Yeah.
asking me, he must be whack. Like,
Right, exactly.
You know what I
Like
mean?
we are very
Yeah.
like we have egos like that. Like, but
So is like Viagra a big deal still?
I've never taken it.
Or Cialis.
Yeah, I've never taken it. I know guys will do it if it's our first time with a girl we really like. So we were trying to make sure that we
stay up.
we stay up. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously knowing now,
Champions.
knowing now.
But this is something
Yeah.
really guys do, or like young
Girl,
guys.
please.
Yeah, absolutely.
And where the
How
fuck
old
do you get
have to be
these?
to
The bodega.
start using
I was just
Vicodin?
gonna
Oh,
say
shit,
you
my
can buy
snitching.
that shit
Oh,
at the store.
really?
Yeah, absolutely,
What the
absolutely.
heck?
They got the little
You get them at the
packs.
bodega.
The Arabs be
I had
selling
no
that shit like
idea.
a
Yup.
motherfucker.
They got that shit in the bodega?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in little packs.
They have it in Dominican Republic when you go to the cabañas,
Mama Juana or what?
which are motels in DR. The motels are set up completely differently than here. It's
Right.
very private. You when you drive in, like there's nothing. You don't see anything. Not that I've been to any motels, but these are what my brother-in-law have told me and
Right.
like his family, and they sell all of that. They
Yeah.
sell things that you would never think that they have,
that at the
and they
corner
have it.
store.
They got
there.
it. They got it at the
Which-
corner store. Not the. And I'm not talking about the ones that like, they got those pills and those bullshit shit like the guys are monster, whatever. I forget, whatever.
Yeah.
It's really Viagra. You ask homie like,
goat weed.
It's a blue
stuff
pill.
like
yeah, not that bullshit.
that.
Yeah, not
Okay.
that. You
It's
actually,
a little blue pill.
yeah, you tell me. Let me get the blue. Let me get the blue pill, whatever.
Wow.
And they'll know.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
already know. Girl, I seen it. They not even scared to hide it no more. It's
Yeah.
just sitting there,
But
a
I
bunch
thought you
of-
needed a prescription for these
No,
things.
you get it at the black market. Fuck that. You get the.
I had no idea.
They
about
have
that.
dealers for it too.
Absolutely, yeah,
Yo, this is some shit.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
We're teaching our listeners.
Because I went with my
Where to
boy
get
and he
your
ordered it in front of me.
Oh my god.
21 and over. Yeah.
Yeah, he ordered it in
Drink,
Brooklyn.
too. You think, like,
But this
guy
is not
was hard
safe.
all night, yeah.
It's
Is it
not because
No,
I
it's-
feel like certain if like you have to be healthy to take that. What about if you're
Yo, we
if
know.
you
See,
have
one thing you don't
something
understand.
wrong or-
Stuck, yeah.
One thing you don't understand, like, you're right. We got to be healthy for it, but we're willing to take that risk just so that we don't get
That's
talk
crazy.
shit about to the
Damn.
girls. That's real talk.
They ready
like,
to die
we,
for the pussy.
Right. Because we know y'all talk, obviously, after this episode. So we never want to be that guy like, this nigga came quick, whatever, nigga's corny. And next thing, the next day, you calling your girl. You just never want to be that guy like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
But
we'll
if you really
go-
like the
don't
guy,
know.
you don't say those things.
No,
'Cause
and
it's
not
happened
only
to me in
that,
the
like,
past.
if you really like him,
You-
it's always time for a
Yeah.
second round.
Oh,
Like,
so-
we are really like we're sensitive human beings. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I've been in that situation where that happened, and I was like, I don't care. I like him. I'm gonna give him another try. And let's see.
Oh, that's dope of you.
And it
Okay.
was
We
cool.
thought opposite.
Exactly.
No.
we thought you got
That's
I'm-
incredible.
I've been in
I-
that
I-
situation a few times.
some
actually.
guys.
If we like you, like
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna divulge that information to my friends. I'm gonna give you another chance, and then I'm gonna see what
I'm-
Right.
happens.
No, I thought like you will actually date a guy if he did that shit.
Well, I'm sure some girls do.
Absolutely.
But-
You won't call us back or you won't whatever. Like
No. If I like you, and it's happened to me more than once.
Now, how many-
I don't know why this happens to me.
Because
Well,
maybe
I think
It's
I know
embarrassing
why.
for
I was
me,
just
too,
gonna
sometimes.
say, like, girl, bye.
But no, but
I think
mean,
the guys
they're
just be
excited.
super excited. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean that he ain't shit and
Now-
he ain't good at it. He just was so excited, looking forward to it.
It's
that
kinda
this would happen.
flattering
You
to-
can
But
kinda
is
get
it-
nervous too when it's like the
so
first
why
time.
not
and shit.
give him a round?
that's good to know.
He might shake.
Yo, preacher taking crazy
That's good
notes.
to know. But hold up. But how many times are you allowing it to happen though?
It happened once, the first time that I was dating this person, and it happened the first time that we ever did it. And we waited like a month, and a month
to
and
do it
a few
again?
Weeks. No,
Try
for
again.
I was dating him,
Okay.
so I waited a month to give him the pussy.
Okay.
So when it happened,
Yeah, he gonna come quick. That's good.
it was so fast. And I didn't know what
You
to
can't.
say.
No, that's your fault. You can't blame him.
My fault.
You made him wait too long. Nah.
With the question you
Too
was
long.
asking.
Yeah,
It's just a month.
Yeah.
That's
You
not
should have
long.
That's
prepped
long.
for that. You should have
90-day rule, my friend.
Nah, that's too long.
I mean, I was waiting. I wanted to wait a little longer, but you know, it happened that night, and it happened really quick. And
What did you say after? Did you say, "Oh, it's okay"? Did you pat him?
I
Like, oh?
didn't. I I didn't say
I always say
anything. I just
something.
let him be. He
Oh, you have to say something.
Well, no,
Like-
because
say
what am I?
anything?
I'm saying what I wanted to say was, "Are we doing this shit again?" But it did. It ended right there. He went home, and then it happened like a few weeks after.
And it happened again. He came quick again.
No, but I gave him. a
Now,
chance.
how many quick shots are you able to tolerate before you're like, all right, this nigga's not?
Nah, not
I
too
mean,
many.
not 2 or 3.
Not
Like
too
I can
many.
understand one time if it
Mm-hmm.
Three
happens.
strikes, you're out.
I'm feeling maybe he hasn't had sex in a long time.
Right.
Maybe he feels he likes me a lot. Like
Right.
it's flattering.
Right.
But I don't want it to happen 3 times in a row.
Right.
One time,
Then you have a
cool.
problem.
You tough.
What if
Like,
it's 3 times?
you look like you snuff him afterwards.
2 strikes or 2 strikes.
Did you hear what Bree
Listen.
said that she looks like she will snuff him
Yeah, like,
off?
get the fuck off my bed, son. Like,
Nah.
call him a bitch afterwards.
No, 1 or 2 times.
Bitch ass nigga, get off my bed, son. That's how you sound right now.
I
Your
think
quick dick, nigga, get out of here.
no, actually no. 1 or 2 times cool. Cause he could be excited.
Yeah.
He could really like you. He could be nervous. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I feel like after 3 or 4 times,
There's an issue and you need to fix
there's a
it.
problem.
Well, now are you willing to be there to help him fix it?
I don't like no
Y'all ain't
projects.
shit.
I don't like
See?
projects. I'm 34 years old.
I thought you really liked him, though.
At a certain point,
but
I
there's
thought
a
we really
Exactly. I thought you really liked him, son.
But what am I teaching you? Like
You're not teaching him anything, but there's like a process to it. Like there's a way to say, okay, yo, chill.
There's-
Like, you're bugging. Like,
I feel like no, that is something within him he has to fix.
But
So
there
how
is
are
a
we gonna
word.
help
There
him
is a
fix
name
it?
for it, isn't it? Just
What,
like you
premature
recognize-
ejaculation?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So maybe he has that. If
Yeah.
it happens 4, 5, 6 times, then now it's an issue that you got to fix yourself.
Okay.
I can fix it for you.
yes, you can. Not fix it for him, but you
How?
could go on the journey with him, though.
I'm good.
Wow.
The journey.
That's why we get that's why we get the blue pill at the bodega. See?
No, but I
No,
understand.
you're thinking way too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
into
Nah.
That's far, far along. Like I get if it happens once.
Right.
Young guys, though.
Nah, young guys. I mean, yo, like we come. I don't think there's a age where it's like, yo, there's no matter what we fucking.
There isn't an age because haven't it happened to you ladies where the guy can't get hard and you are trying to figure out like, what am I gonna do? Like what's going on?
Right.
Is it me? That's happened to me too. Few times.
It's happened to me, but it was because of her. She smelled like White Castle.
Oh,
She
Castle
was.
stinks.
oh,
Yeah, it was
that's
bad.
horrible.
She smelled like onion rings. I was
I
like,
was
this
going
is-
to ask that. Have
Yeah.
you ever, like...
But
yeah.
it could be other things like maybe you have a lot of stress in your mind. You're working a lot.
Nah, because it was one like we planned it out. We were like, "Yo, come to my crib this day. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna make sure I'm completely clean. You know what to do,
I'm gonna scrub my.
right? I'm doing everything.
You don't even have to say that.
Right? Like I don't have to. Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
be already
and then we started doing it, and it was it just got a stench, and I was like, I'm gonna just drop you home. And that's when I realized like you guys are really sensitive because she called. And I dropped her off. She called back to back to back to back to back to
Okay,
back.
she was
Because she was
thinking,
because she was one. No, because she probably was thinking about her. Like she felt probably self conscious of herself.
Well, as
What she
should
did, she
be.
was like, "Yo, what was?" Like she started asking, like, "Well, what was it? Like, why'd you drop? Like, you didn't come. You just like, you went nah."
Stopped.
Yeah, I just
But
was
as a
like,
woman, you
went
know.
soft. Oh my
yeah,
god.
like I was good to go, and then
She
it was not. Yeah,
questioning her
So
femininity
wait, y'all planned
completely.
this and she didn't think about taking it.
yeah.
out?
That's what I.
Where was
I'm
she?
sorry, sweaty balls are like bad.
Right.
So I could
Yeah,
just.
like
I'm
mine.
sorry. I feel the pain. That's horrible.
Nah,
hygiene.
it was just very. It was in that car ride. I drove very fast. I was like, "Y'all see you later," and just dropped her off.
So you didn't even tell her anything?
He said he drove
I didn't
very
tell her now.
fast.
I went to my boy. This goes back to our topic though.
He didn't even stop. You were out the car.
Yo, I said.
So
I was like,
when-
all right, I'll talk to you later. It'll be good. And then I immediately went to my boy's house and told him.
to talk
You
mad
see?
shit.
Talk
No.
shit.
That's fucked up.
I knocked on his door so fast, like, yo, Drew, son.
See, and that's why I don't
Yo,
care.
like-
So
Talking
even
shit
when she got
about
home,
these
she
guys.
still didn't know what was going on.
Nah,
She
no.
didn't do
She
the
had to
two-finger
know.
effect and go.
Nah.
Yeah, you always before
I
you
don't know.
have sex with a guy
She
for the
walked
first
it
time.
up.
You always do that. You
Yeah.
smell.
Always
You
gotta
Nah.
do
yeah.
the two-
Yeah, I guess, but
smell it. You,
It's
everything.
the clitoris. You go in between like
Yeah.
that. You go.
nah, it was.
You have to make sure everything's perfect out there.
Nah, it was so disappointing because I really liked this girl. I was after her for a
Wow.
minute, and it was, nah.
Maybe it was her ass. Do you have a big ass? I don't know. Sometimes maybe she took a shit.
She had a fat ass, but I don't
She
think
didn't clean right. That's why I always keep.
I think
wipes.
that's what it was. Like she smelled like it was White Castle. It also smelled like she just peed, and you smelled it like it was like yo.
So
Wait. But did you tell her?
I never told. I just dropped her off.
So
Oh,
never.
He
She
broke
never.
her heart.
She never. I never.
I'm
Well, we
sure-
did it again. Well, we did it again. I was like, all right, let me try it again. So,
I
let's see.
swear,
And
man.
how did it go when you tried it again?
There we go.
Is it happened
I'll try
again?
it
It didn't happen again. It didn't smell the same, but it was.
It was in your mind probably.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Right. So I
That's
was,
hard to get out of.
yeah.
I'm sorry if you smell me. That's
First
Yeah,
impression.
yeah.
I can
Sucks.
deal with
First
a pre
impression is
like you
huge.
coming fast, but I cannot deal with you smelling bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's
That was bad.
Yeah.
That's fucked
Absolutely.
Damn, hope she ain't watching.
Definitely
Listen.
I could care less. She's a bitch anyway. So. Yeah, because then what happened was I'll even tell y'all the whole story. So
Uh-oh.
the second
We're
time
about to drop
She's
the
spilling the
tea.
tea. Hold up. Go ahead.
exactly. So the second time we did it, that's when the condom broke. That was that girl. So I think like a week afterwards or a couple weeks afterwards or whatever, I don't know how long. You know, she calls me and she's like, "Yo, I'm pregnant."
Oh
But
shit.
and I was like, "Are you?" But she was saying it jokingly, like she was like, "Yo, I'm pregnant," and I was like, "No, are you serious? Like, what's going on?" She was like, "No," and she was laughing the whole time. She was like, "Yo, don't worry, I'll have my brother throw me down the stairs." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
who says those
Who is
things?
she was crazy,
I make
and she was like,
friends though all the time.
"I'm like, yo, look,"
Don't
well,
be
I
honest,
almost said her
if I
name.
get pregnant. I don't want to have a kid.
No, but
Yeah.
like you call the guy that you
Who
fucked
is
and the
this?
condom
But I
broke.
wouldn't. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, and she
I'm
was
not
just
gonna
like,
call the guy and tell him that.
Yeah,
and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
tell
yo,
your friend.
like this
She
isn't
sound
funny.
immature.
She has
No
no
wonder why her
boundaries.
pussy stunk.
Yeah.
That's immature.
And then she was like, "Yo, don't worry. If I have the baby, we ain't got to take care of it. I got it. I'm good." I'm like, "Yo, what? Are you serious? Like, stop playing right now."
Yo,
And she was just,
psycho.
she bugged out. Like I was like,
She
"Nah, I gotta get
wasn't
rid."
pregnant, right?
Nah,
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie. I never went to go. I knew she was lying, but I was always had that in the back of my mind. Like, yo, maybe what if she's walking with a stroller? Like, and I told my boys that, and they were like, "Yo, that's a dumb bitch. Like, leave that chick alone. Like, don't fuck with her again."
She was
Yeah.
pregnant. She was not just gonna be like, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. You don't say, "Yo, I'm gonna let my brother throw me down the stairs. And I'll take care of
You
it."
don't joke.
Like, yeah, that's not even funny. That's why I was just like, "Yo, you're
That's
bugging."
not even funny.
Nah, she was stupid. Like,
Probably she said that because she would know who the father was.
wow.
I don't know.
You know when
But my boy beat
Like-
too. He beat it too. Yeah, we told.
really?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh
Now,
yeah."
what did
After
he say?
you?
Did he say she smelled too?
yeah,
We never really
yeah,
went into
seen
deep.
the
We
shit.
just both like told,
They
said
just
like, "Yo,
both smashed.
yeah." We was like, he was like, "Oh, you had loyalty." Oh, shit.
it didn't fully come out.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, and he was like, "Yeah," and
That's crazy. She knew you guys were in the same circle.
yeah, we were cool. Yeah, we cool. Like we used to go to her house together and just to chill and talk or whatever.
Nothing happened, not a threesome.
Nah,
Because if
nah.
it was punch, you know he would.
nah.
You know what he would
It was
try to do.
for me and him, it was more like a competition, which sounds terrible talking about a girl, but it was more of a competition, like who could get her first or whatever.
I've heard
So
that.
Men
Guys
do
love
that
to do
all
that
the
shit.
time.
They love that shit. Competition.
That's
Who can
Yeah.
fuck first?
Didn't Punch say though that he was with someone one time and she wasn't all that he beat it anyway?
Anyway.
Specifically just
I don't
to
think-
I
You
can't stay up
bugging.
though if I smell it and it's bad, I can't stay up. I'm not
But
gonna
why
be
would you want to go through all of that? Like, I'll just get up and leave. I'm not gonna fuck you if you stink. I'm sorry.
But you knew what we were gonna do. Like she knew she was
That's
coming
what
to the
I'm
crib.
saying. Why if y'all planned this, why
Right.
didn't she bathe? Why didn't she do
You know,
the
let
two
me
finger
sol,
effect? Like,
you know. I'm not into douching because that's not safe. But Lemisol, jabón de cuava, ladies.
She's just naming all
No,
the Spanish.
Summer's Eve wipes,
Yeah, those are the best for down there.
Summer's
Wow.
Eve wipes, Summer's Eve spray.
Yeah, always
on.
wipe your ass after you take a shit. That's
Exactly.
important.
I would hope so. Like what?
No, with wipies, wet ones.
Okay.
Don't use paper toilet because that's not what's that gonna do.
And that was one of the questions too. I was going to ask, like, if it's
What?
whack or something crazy, do you go tell your boys?
Yeah, I went immediately. I called
tell the girls.
I drove so fast to my boy's crib because we always had.
60 on the highway.
Yo, what?
Morning,
No, he was up the
90.
block. So I was like, "Yo, Drew, finally got her," and it was terrible, son. He was like, "Word,"
That's terrible.
because she was like the baddest chick on the block. So we were all like,
That's the thing.
Yeah, she
these
was like-
men these days, excuse me, get taken back because she's a baddie. She got a fat bun. She got this. She
That was the
got
disappointing
that.
part. Yeah.
And then the girl either stink. She looked good but couldn't fuck
Yeah.
you the right way, and all of
Sitting there
that.
like a fish.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard somebody
Her
call
room,
another girl
her
a
room
dead fish.
nasty.
A dead fish.
Yes.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh,
I've heard guys
I've
say
smelled
that about women. A dead fish. She's like a dead
But
fish.
Yo, that's
No, but
nasty.
she was.
Nauseous.
No, she's
She's a
talking.
bad- bad-
Stephanie's
bad, yeah.
talking about
Makeup,
when she's
all of
like laying there like a dead
laying there
fish.
like a-
Oh, I think you said smelled like a fish. Oh shit.
We're done with the smelly part. But if she's laying there just like a
But
dead
that's
fish,
how it is these days. Y'all men get taken away with the big booty, the shape, the this, the that, and then when y'all in there, you're
I think
like,
there's a theory to that though, because I think those women never had to work hard to get the guys.
yeah.
I think the badder you are, the less work you have to do physically. Whereas the girls who are like I or below,
They'll go in.
they'll go in and they'll suck a mean dick, or they'll go and bring it back or whatever. Whereas the girls who always get the guys, they never feel like, I gotta do
and
anything
that's
extra.
bad.
That's not good.
So, question though,
Mm-hmm.
you see how you said like it was so fucking bad. You tossed her out the car.
Yeah,
you flew to
I didn't
your friend's
toss her. Don't get me too'd out here, yo. Like, he really preach.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you dropped
Right.
her off, whatever the case
Right.
is. But do you do that too? Like, what if it would have been like fucking awesome sex?
Right.
Would you have ran to your friends and be like, "Yo,
Oh,
shit
that's a great
was
question.
poppin'.
Best.
Yeah, do you guys do that? Because
Yeah, I've done that. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you think that after you say those things, your friends go like, "Oh, maybe I want to fuck her too"?
Nah,
in
nah.
the back of their
You
mind.
know which friends to tell that
exactly.
to.
Okay.
that's why you said in the beginning.
Yeah, there's certain friends like I know one friend I'm not telling that to. I know another friend I can tell, and I know I got
Why
nothing to
did
worry
you
about.
even have those friends?
That's my people, but I know like he's a dirtbag, so I know he's gonna try
They
to.
break the guy code.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't give a
They
fuck.
break
Like
the
they'll try to get theirs.
Wow.
Does
Whatever.
guy code even really exist?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
It should.
Without a
Girl
doubt.
code
It should,
fits.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I speak
Or
to
at least
some guys and they're
thought
like,
it did.
Yeah.
yeah, but
This absolutely.
I've spoken with guys too that are like they don't really give a shit.
That's fucked up.
But that's
What was fucked up?
like if when a guy don't have a guy code, like
You gotta have a
you
guy
just
code.
don't give
Some
a
sort of
fuck.
setup.
Like,
Nah, that's grimy. That's
No.
disgusting.
that's a
Nah.
grimy dude right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
you gotta-
Any
you gotta
dude
stay
you
with
hear
him,
like
yeah.
I ain't got no guy code, he's grimy as hell.
like, would you fuck around with one of your friend's exes?
I kind of did.
there you go.
There goes the guy code.
out the window.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Whoa, it was no. It wasn't a. It wasn't a guy friend. It wasn't a guy friend of mine. It's gonna sound terrible. It wasn't a guy friend of mine. It was my ex's friend. My ex girlfriend's
Okay.
friend.
But
Yeah.
that's
So
also,
that's not her
also
friend.
on her.
Yeah,
No, they were friends.
your ex's friend.
That's girl code that got broke.
Yeah, that's girl
That's
code.
Yeah, but
not
no, but
guy
my
code
ex
that
was a
got broke.
bitch too. So she was she
That
didn't.
still was
It's
fucked
still
up.
girl code. It's
Not
still
for
girl
you,
code.
maybe not on you, but it
Mhm.
is on the
her
friend
girlfriend, yep.
doing that.
But imagine how
Nah.
she felt.
Yeah.
She's such a terrible person. She deserved it. To be honest, she was a terrible
that's
person.
her-
Was she a
friend.
terrible friend?
They weren't. Yeah, she was. She was a terrible friend. She was. She lied all the time. She was just a terrible person.
I don't care
know. Yeah,
how
I don't
I feel
care.
like this.
If you're
I'm
my
not
friend-
doing my friend like that.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, I don't. Nah,
Yeah,
that
if you're
she
my
was
friend,
a
I'm
terrible
not fucking
person.
your ex-man.
Yeah,
I'm
hell
not
no.
fucking your current.
Yeah.
Even if we not
I've
fucking
had-
with each other no more,
yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, even if you're not fucking with each other no more,
I'm
you
not
right.
her friend no
No,
more. I'm
yeah,
still
even
not
if we're
doing
not
that.
friends
The
anymore, you
don't
same
do
way,
that.
the same way. If I'm not her friend, I'm never gonna tell her stuff she told me. I hate girls like that.
Yeah.
They
Right.
not your friend no more. They going
Yeah.
in your dirty closet.
Yeah.
They
We
tell
were
you.
just
But why does?
having
But wait a minute, hold up. But if you don't fuck with her no
You
more, it
don't do
doesn't
shit like
matter.
that.
You don't do
I
that.
feel like if you a mature bitch, whatever she told you should stay with you.
Forever.
Should never go
Regardless.
away.
No, but what I'm saying is-
Because when you start spilling the beans after that, it's gonna be a problem. And don't get mad when she come and whoop your ass.
No, what if? But hold
Don't
up.
get mad when it gets.
I'm here to defend her. Hold up. There comes a point where it's like, yo, if I don't fuck with that chick, or if I'm speaking as the chick I was messing with, or whatever,
Yeah.
then if I don't fuck with her no more, why the hell do I care what her feelings are? Especially if I don't fuck with her because she's a grimy bitch. Like me and her, my ex's friend, we were friends before anything happened. So we were just cool. Like we never had any intentions of getting together. It just so happened that I had broke up with my ex, she had broken up with her ex, that we just stayed communicating. And then
Well, how long after?
it was like, I would say about a year after.
So you feel it was okay because there was time.
Yeah, there was time. They stopped talking because she did something grimy to her. And then, you know what I mean? And then we just naturally
still don't think.
became attracted to each other. Yeah, I don't think it was anything.
I mean, for men it's different, but for a female, I mean, like me, I'm not doing it. I don't care if
Yeah.
I don't speak to her no more.
'Cause you ready to
I'm not
snuff somebody.
messing with her ex.
Yeah.
I'm
This
not
was
messing with
definitely
her
a
ex,
conversation.
and I don't feel like she should be messing with my ex
Yeah.
or vice versa,
Or just talking-
or just talking
about-
business that we used to talk to when we were friends. I feel like
This,
we need
the
that.
problem with that is like sometimes you have friends and you never know if that friendship is gonna even stay,
Right.
regardless of what things or whatever may happen, you know. And you like confide in them because this happened to me. You confide
happened
in
to
them
me
so
too.
much, and then they go and talk shit about you once you're not
Yeah.
friends
Yeah.
anymore.
Right. happened to me too.
That happened to me
So-
just recently.
Honestly, what I do is that I keep it moving, baby. Like I know what you did, and that's fine.
you a foul bitch for
You
that.
have to live with that.
and it's
Yeah.
fine.
You
You,
have to live with the dirt
exactly.
that you
my
did
thing
on
is,
me.
my thing is this: you feel better now because you
Yeah.
put my business out there, and I'm still woman enough ain't even put your business out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who's the bigger woman now?
Yep, I still have your back behind. You know,
Who you ready to
Right.
box?
doors.
Like, you ready to scrap or something? You
you
always sound like you ready to
fuck
somebody
somebody
else.
I had a friend.
Yeah,
I had a
feel
friend,
you.
and we had a falling out,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't tell her shit to nobody. And guess what happened? We didn't speak for 5 years, and we friends again now.
Wow.
I never spoke her shit.
Yeah.
That wasn't gonna happen in
But
this
that's just the
situation.
way that it should be. The thing is that
Like,
some,
nah.
Be like,
some
But it's
people
the
can't
same
keep-
thing. If I'm with you,
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, I ain't fucking around with you. No, none of your friends. That's not happening.
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be like
I'm
that.
just like with you. That's it.
No, all right, wait. So what you're saying, all right, if me and you were going out and we happen to break up, you wouldn't happen to be.
Nope. None of your friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I
I don't
agree.
want any of your friends.
Nope.
no.
Plenty of guys out there.
Even that, even if there was a
Exactly.
guy that you were
Plenty of
with,
men out there.
Yeah.
even if the
Plenty.
guy that you're with,
Always.
one of his friends, he was a naturally cool person, and y'all got cool, like y'all, nothing happened, nothing, everything was platonic. It was just a cool situation, and y'all just happened to break up. Y'all can't remain friends afterwards.
Well, no. I mean, that happened to me one time, but it was with someone that I didn't even. It wasn't a relationship. We just fucked. And then I realized after I had sex with someone else that they were friends. I told you this.
Oh,
And I was
that's
like,
different.
oh
though.
after the
no,
fact.
they're in the same damn group. Like, I knew that one of them was friend with one person that knew the other, but I didn't know they were in the group. And I have to live with that. But whatever.
You think they all talked about it?
Of course. Guys talk about it. What are they gonna do?
But it's not like you did it fucking purposely. is
Right.
what I'm
Yeah, it
trying
wasn't
to say.
intentional.
And then
though.
there were no relationships there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So if we break up, I'm
Right.
not gonna just be like, oh, so now I'm fuck him. I'm gonna go fuck his boy.
Nah, I
Like,
think
nah.
that I think
Yeah.
nah.
There's
I,
just
I
certain
think
things
totally
you just
different.
leave that shit.
I just think that if it's a falling out between me and my friend, if it's something outside of that, and then me and her break up, like me and you break up on bad circumstances,
Yeah.
and you were genuinely friends with my other friend, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wouldn't, and I don't think it'd bother me, to be honest with you, because I'm not friends with him and I'm not with you anymore.
Yeah,
so
but it doesn't. But I'm talking about
Right.
for myself.
Right. Oh, okay.
I
guess
could
it's-
still be cool with your friends, but
Right.
that doesn't mean I'm gonna go sleep with them.
Even if he's
That's what I'm
even
trying to
if
say.
even if the friend is better than your ex,
No,
I
I'm
think
not
y'all
doing it.
lying, to be
the
honest.
thing
with you.
is that
No.
it's never happened to us, so then it's hard for us to kind of like see that side of it,
Okay,
I guess.
so
But I'm
up
sure
till
it's
now-
happened.
Because you know,
That's
hold
never
on.
happened.
Because you know,
Like-
let's be honest with ourselves. You know, let's say you're with a man and he has friends. You know if he has attractive friends,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and then,
I'm-
right? Y'all
I'm
probably
not
talk about it, right?
Listen, I'm not dead. You know
Exactly,
what I'm saying?
okay.
I can look.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then you become friends with one of those friends.
Hell no, we're not coming that close.
Yeah.
I
don't
mean,
believe
I
that.
don't. There's just a
Can't.
code there that is like you're breaking
Your
it
friends
all.
is your friends.
We
My
could be
friends is
friends.
mine.
It's the same way the way you're thinking. This is the way I think. The way that you're thinking that we think about you guys. If you come too fast,
Right, right,
you gotta
right,
go buy fucking Viagra. Right, you're all in
Right.
your head.
Right.
For me, I was like, I am not gonna be the topic of conversation.
I am-
unless
yeah.
you and your friends about
Exactly.
how you did me. And
But he's no
how
longer
you-
he's no longer in the circle though.
who's not in the circle.
The guy, my friend.
So what? Later on, he could wind up back in that circle.
Nah.
I just don't want to be
Shit
that
happens.
topic. And listen, when this happened to me, I knew it, and in my mind, I was like, "Fuck!" Like I know they're talking about me, and
Right.
that's what I hated the most.
Right.
That's the reason why I wouldn't do
Now-
it because
now
I don't
you're
want
the
to
homie
be
hopper.
the
Right,
topic
right.
in their conversation.
Right.
You know.
I'm just like I'm good.
But I'm sure it's happened to people out there, and maybe they're in happy relationships after something like that happened. I'm sure it happens. Just like personally, it's not.
Right.
But guys, we are at the end of our
Oh
show.
man,
already.
I'm trying to go another hour, son. That's really good.
Spill the
Damn,
tea.
Tell
You want
me
to see
more.
the the after talk. Join us on Instagram
We're gonna be live on a blunted reality show
for
on
about
our
10
IG.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have more to say about these
But
things.
we're gonna say thank you to our April listeners,
Yes.
to our YouTube viewers,
Shout them out.
and yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'm Sin Lover.
I'm Polka Eve. Thank you for these beautiful ladies coming.
Sunny Steph J.
Nori living in script.
I'm not a lady. Preach. By the way. Thank you guys so much. I had a lot of fun on the show. It's a really dope show.
Thank you for coming on.
Nah, it's
We
a
love
pleasure.
you,
I want to come.
Preach.
I gotta come again.
You guys need
Get
a
it.
studio.
Yeah, you
you
gotta
come
come
to
again.
Cast
Yeah,
Sound Lab.
absolutely. Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
up Cast Sound
CSL
Lab.
Studios. Yes.
We're in
Come through.
BK. For nobody probably knows out there where we are really at. We're in BK, guys.
Right.
CastSoundLabs.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
There you go.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
thank you. For
Calm down.
tuning in,
Me and you
guys.
gonna end up scrapping. I just know that. Like, me and you end up fighting. I swear to God.
We gotta cut the.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. My bad.
Wait, Nori looks like she's about to snuff somebody.
Is it the hat? What the fuck?
All right, guys.
Maybe
We'll
I need
see
to
you
lose
in 2
that.
weeks.
Love y'all.
Punchline will be back. Bye.
Bye.